Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna have to bring y'all with me real quick, man. The life of a bus. I got stuck on the call a little too long, but I gotta log in this information real quick. I'll just do it while we on live. Good morning, y'all. Come on in this thing. Let me put y'all a little music on, a little intermission, because I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I need a secretary, but I got to give them my brain in order to do what I'm doing, because they're gonna need me sitting right next to them. It'll be frustrating for me to do that. I hope y'all having a good morning. I know I am. Put this up here. I am having a great morning. A very busy morning, though. I woke up to check to see if I was still ugly. I'm still ugly. You know what I'm saying? I woke up to check to see, a few checks and balances, and everything was still there. I'm mad that I didn't get on that doggone Crow coin last night, because that junker went stupid overnight, and I didn't hit the two-step verification last night. I would have made nice little pocket change last night if I would have just hit the two-step verification. And then I hit it this morning. So I got the Crow coin. But let me play this while you said I missed the Crow also. And man, I just got in the game. I'm like, forget it. I'm going to keep saying, man, I'm going to wait till it go down. I'm like, you know what? Let me just put something in the pot in case it do keep going up for like a week or two or three or four. And I'll be right there with it. And if it go down, then I add something to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, a Crow went crazy. Overnight, I woke up, man, B is on the phone texting me. I'm like, God, I like Biz, what the? I say, man, that's crazy. I say, hey, Biz, what else you got they gonna invest in? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay, I went and sent some money. I'm gonna send me some more money. Where this thing went? I'm gonna invest a little more money in a couple of them coins after we get off live, because I'm not going to sleep with them coins doing somersaults and double flipping and stuff like the way it is. I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that I wasn't a part of it. I was downright mad. I woke up when I saw that shit. He sent me the screenshot. I'm like, this nigga must be high. I mean, I had to wipe my eye. I'm like, am I high? So I had to go back to the old text that he sent me or where it was at last. I said, wait a minute. And I went back to the new text. I said, oh, hell no. This nigga want to make me mad this morning. I said, no. I said, oh. I went and I immediately bought some of that shit right away. He said, people buying the hype. I said, well, okay, well, I'm buying the damn hype then. He said, play buck dancing. Hold on, then. That ain't it. That ain't buck dancing. Where is buck dancing? Man, I can't see with this damn light right here. I'm blind as a bat. Mama's Cooking compilation. Oh, man, I want to play it, but it probably got cursing in it. They'll flag that. Man, that's old school. I wonder if I could play this old school Kwame Brown on here real quick. Let me see. Yeah.
Listen to me talk because you ain't never had no mama's cooking.
This was my warm-up of the mama's cooking.
Yeah, or whatever your mama's cooking and telling you, mommy.
Hey, what the hell wrong with me, man? I can't watch myself. What is wrong with me, dog? There's something wrong with me for real. And why the hell I was so bony right there? God, dog, I'm skinny. Hold on, let me get my weight up with my heating pan back on. Am I bigger now? What the hell going on? I'm skinny again. What the hell is going on? Crow is up 73%. Hey, man, come on, dog. I almost blocked you for saying that statistic, man. Last night. Let me knock something over. It went right in the trash, too. Yeah. Let me knock something over. Now, if I knock it over, it might not be that cool again. It went right there in the trash. So that was some cool ass shit. Oh, let me see. Do I need my hater blockers on today? Hold on. Oh, no, they ain't ready for the hater blocker. They ain't ready for those. But let me see if I can play this without getting flagged. And I don't even remember this shit right here. How long ago was this?
or whatever your mama's cooking and telling you, woman.
I just had to sprinkle my mama's cooking.
What those kids are not getting is mama's cooking. Mama's cooking.
Me, I just know how to help because my mama cooking.
Sit there and nurture their kids and give them mama's cooking. You look like you look like you want some mama's cooking. My mama's cooking, boy.
You gonna get my mama's cooking, boy. Roy Hibbert, Roy Hobart, you gonna get some of this mama's cooking. I woke up with a workout and my mama's cooking. Cause I told you, mama seasoning is watching. So mama cooking. Don't care nothing about because the people like you. Ain't no mama seasoning going on to these kids. No daddy seasoning either.
When I told you about my mama's cooking and my mama's seasoning, you think you finna get out of this? Oh no. Fuck your ass. Now I'm holding you by the neck now. You finna get some of mama's cooking.
And my mama's cooking told me so. But you know what? You probably mad because
I know I'm gonna have to mute the music in this damn background. It sounds like they're playing rap music in the background. But I don't remember this shit. Somebody else clipped this up, I think. Kwame Brown's Mama's Cooking compilation. I don't know who clipped this up. They put music all behind it, you know. Damn, I don't even know who that is. They say Kwame Brown clips, but they lying like a mother trucker. But let's give them some props. At that time, I would have clipped
your little ugly ass came in and leave, thought you was fine. And you probably seen me take a couple of your little things with this mama's cooking.
Talking about my mama's cooking. Now y'all get the judge and see what he said. I taste it.
Mama's cooking. Punk. You gonna get my mama seasoning and spices.
What you gonna do, nigga? The man right here. Mama cooking right here.
Oh, but I'm coming. You gonna get my mama's cooking tonight.
Man, what am I doing with them baby ass dreads, man? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you see that guy there? What is that? What kind of watch is that? That's an Invicta. Yeah, you see that big ass Invicta watch? You see them moves? Yeah, humping like your granddaddy used to hump back in the day, boy. Yeah, but this is hey, get funky with it. Yeah, boy, hey, look here. That's how a nigga granddaddy used to be. Yeah, you gotta get funky with it, boy. When a nigga do that, boy, yeah, hey. KB got them, what, Jordan Boca jeans? You damn right. It's better than them damn skinny jeans. I would rather wear them than them hoochie daddy jeans that my cousin be wearing. Yeah, I'm wearing the MJ Big MC Hammer Flow instead of wearing them goddamn coochie cutters these niggas be wearing now. Listen here, we know who run the fashion industry. So when you niggas have them shorts on that's showing you niggas private parts and showing y'all niggas boonkies and shit, it ain't just the girls looking. Them niggas be looking at y'all just like the women be looking at y'all. Them niggas be like, and I'm gonna say pause. Them niggas be looking at y'all. Child, be dapping up and shit on you niggas walking by. You niggas crazy. Nigga, give me a pair of Wranglers and some dirty boots. That's repellent for niggas. Them women know that man working hard. I'll take him home and wash him up. You know, y'all niggas wearing them hoochie mama shorts. But look at them ugly ass, slow ass dreads, man. What the hell was I thinking wearing my dreads like this? Man, damn, that was the start of something pretty. The only thing I can think of with them dreads looking like that is some shit like this. Please don't judge me, cause it can get ugly before it get beautiful. Yeah, that's the ugly before it get beautiful that Chris Brown was talking about. Please don't, cause it can get ugly. Cause that's that shit before it get beautiful. Because this shit beautiful now, but that's that ugly. Damn, boy. Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson ass dreads having ass, boy. Yeah, I got the nerve. I know I ain't get the business deal on this. I showed up in that tie. That motherfucker said, this nigga showed up like Krusty the Clown. How in the hell I get the deal done looking like this? I probably still did because I got a personality. But, damn. Look at that goddamn hair. Hey. Hey,
Mama
oh,
cooking right here.
hey, oh, look at that hair though, man. What the boy? You got the moves, boy, but don't ever do your hair like that again. You got the moves. You got the moves, there, boy. You got the moves, there, boy. But that hair, don't do that again. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more.
But I'm coming.
You gonna get my mama's cooking tonight.
And you think you ain't gonna get mama's cooking?
In the comment section, we're springing a little mama's cooking. Y'all.
Why would I talk? And I'll be able to help mama. So my mama be super helpful.
Mama's cooking and I'm licking. They was over your comment section looking for mama's cooking. Mama's cooking and I'm looking. Mama's cooking. A legend like Godfrey, my mama's cooking. That's why everybody's eating off mama's cooking. Off mama's cooking. Y'all nigga gonna get my mama's cooking. Y'all got that. You did not come up with mama's cooking. My mama came up with mama's cooking, and she been putting mama's cooking on me. Y'all nigga gonna get my mama's cooking. Y'all got that. You did.
Oh boy, you looking sexy in that blue and that pink, boy. Ooh. Yeah, man, I make simple look good. That goddamn jacket from Target. That goddamn shirt. Oh, that's a polo shirt with a polo hat. Yeah, man. That's a Mercedes watch. What kind of watch is that? I can't remember. I think that's a Mercedes-Benz watch. But man, that right there handsome. You looking handsome, that boy. I should have went out when I look. I should have went to right there. I should have went down there. I should have went to Ponce and went to that upstairs, to that little upstairs rooftop bar. Yeah, I should have went to Ponce to the rooftop bar with that outfit on in the middle of the day. I look good in that pink. Real men look good in pink. I still remember that pink hat. Where that hat at? I need to put that on again. Yeah. Man code violation, singing Chris Brown, Kwame. You a damn lie? No, man. I sing that Chris Brown. Hey, yo. Yeah, excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. I can't dance like Chris Brown, but I got that dance down that he did. Yeah, I've been doing that dance for Chris Brown was, yeah. I got that dance down. Y'all want to see it? Shit, don't make me put that goddamn song on. I got to do it on Twitch or something. I got that dance down. Shit. Salute to you, Will. I got that motherfucking dance down, boy. For real. Yeah, I should have went to Pumps and went upstairs to that little bar. It'd be some nice little bar. But see, that was back in the day, too. I think, that was way back in the day. I think I was ready to mingle, too. No, I wasn't ready to mingle. Singing Chris Brown flag on the play. Man, that nigga Will be singing. See, Will, that's why it ain't no women over there, nigga. You don't listen to Chris Brown. What's wrong with you?
Not come up with mama's cooking. My mama came up with mama's cooking, and she been putting mama's cooking on me. I have done nothing but come to YouTube, speak the truth, and allow people to eat off my mama's cooking. I'm such a bad mother. I'm a bad mother, truth telling mother. Mama's cooking. You wasn't raised right. You ain't get no mama's cooking, nigga. Mama's cooking.
Hey, look, I better stop doing this. I ain't gonna do this around you, cause you was probably steal my mama cooking.
I'm letting everybody get a little taste of mama's cooking. This mama's cooking stimulus package.
Mama cooked too long. Mama done burnt the food.
That nigga say KB ankles too bad to damn. No, some days they be good. All I gotta do is warm up my ankles, boy. I do my little ankle exercise. You know what I'm saying? I do my little ankle exercise and shit. Rotate them. You know what I'm saying? Go up and down like that. Go up and down, then rotate them. You gotta rotate them. Then pull up over here to the right and pull up over here to the left. Man, them ankles be what the hell? Wake up. Man, I'm finna have to start dunking on niggas and shit, B. How that nigga said when he was mad that they was disrespecting Chief Keef. Say something else about Chief Keef. Nigga, I'm knocking niggas out. Say something else about my ankle. I'm dunking on niggas. Yeah, I gotta start dunking. I gotta start dunking on niggas again. That's how I'm gonna get you niggas back. I'm gonna start dunking on niggas again. Yeah, I'm gonna start back playing basketball. Not in the league. I'm just gonna go to the rec. I'm gonna start going to LA Fitness, dunking on you, nigga. He be like, yo, Kwame Brown just dunked on me a couple of days ago, man. This a bitch. Man, why is my bank doing this shit to me, man? I can't even. Okay, you son of a bitch. I can't even use the Bank of America app. Let me go through Safari then. Trying to handle and conduct my business, Bank of America. What the fizz-nuts are you doing? Let me go to Navy Federal. Federal. Every time I open the app, goddamn. All right, look, I'm going to open the Bank of America app. Look what it's doing. All of my apps are doing this. And now I try to blank off of that. Okay, let me do this. Let me try to open it again. Oh, now when I bust your motherfucking ass out, you let me do it, you son of a bitch. Jesus, stop playing with me right here now. Somebody got voodoo on my phone or some shit? Top of the morning, Bust Life News. How you doing, Style? Salute to you. Am I on the news channel? Oh, I don't know what channel I'm on. I thought I was on the main channel. God damn it. Ah, shit, my alarm's going off. Fuck. I did, but I said, let me know before you get there. Oh, fuck. All right, no biggie. Let me turn it off. All right, I got to get off the phone and turn it off. Motherfucker just pull up on my house. They finna call the police over there. Lord have mercy. Okay, I see y'all text. Virtual security guard in motion. A person was observed on the side camera and did not leave or being monitored, but the agent did not observe activity required to be escalated. And then I turned it off. Okay, I caught it. What? I'm not going to look at no mother. Oh, I'm off mute. I'm not about to go look at no house. I can't do 2:30. I got other shit to do. My God. Let me play this.
I'm my mama's son. Y'all just remember that. Mama's cooking.
Mama's cooking.
Now y'all go out here and sprinkle some of my mama's cooking. Go get the content, sprinkle the cooking. If this wasn't enough cooking, I'll crock pot stew your ass later.
Kwame, did you see Tyronn Lue do what? Give you props. Salute to you, Andre. Give me props. Nah, what? Tyronn Lue gave me props. Where?
Mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. There's a new sheriff in town, bitches. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. 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 Fuck you, talking about, nigga. My mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. Bitch, you can't do it. I'm gonna get a beat to that. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. I'm gonna slow it down for the Texas nigga. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Fuck you, talking about, nigga. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking.
We have to talk about the Lizzo in the room.
All right, so we gotta get the thing started. I can't play music all freaking day, and my phone is starting to work now, so I can do this while I am. Shit, he didn't send me if it was a personal or checking account. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I'm assuming this is a personal account. Let me not assume. Hold on, y'all. One second. Let me put my chain out, boy. Let my chain hang low. Hey, is this a personal account or a business account? Business account? All right. Okay. Business. Someone else's. All right. Ah, shit. What's the name of the business? You gotta text me that. Text me the name of the business. Hold on. I don't know if I need the name of the business. Let's see. Business name, yep. Motherfucker, give me a business account with a person's name on it. You can't do it that way. You gotta do it the right way. All right, let's start the show. I have a video of young Thugger in his mother trucker. It's young Thugger in his mother trucker. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Wait a minute. Kwame Brown violates Tracy McGrady for dissing Kobe Bryant. You soft Kobe hating B. What in? Hey man, these people be crazy with these titles, boy. Jesus Christ. I ain't call that man no soft Kobe hating B. I did not. Did I? I might have. But listen, this is where it gets tricky. See, I told y'all it's all about who we like. And now that it's young Thugger and his mother trucker did a lot of it to live this here lifestyle. Can't run the lifestyle. This is where it gets tricky. I'm not a street cat. I'm just pointing out the fact that young cats should not go into the streets because even the street cats can't even figure out what their rules are. Now, I thought snitching was when you give somebody else up in order to cut your time. That's what I thought snitching was. You go do a crime with somebody, that's your crime. You give them up to get out of it. Hold on, man. Why my cross ain't showing? Hold on now. There you go. You give them up for you to go free. That's what I thought snitching was. But when you hear the street niggas talk about snitching, street niggas say you can't give a statement to the police. If you get your chain snatched, pop! By the street nigga rules, you can't even give a statement or talk to the police just to make an insurance claim. I've heard some people say, oh, hell no. You don't give no statements. You just say your lawyer. I need my lawyer. So, and I think that's weird. That's why I never want to be no street nigga. If somebody snatch my chain, I want to be able to say, well, this shit, I won't, like, go get me another one, nigga. But if a street cat get his chain snatched, the only thing he can do is crash out, get his homeboy together and go ride on a nigga and hurt somebody over some depreciated jury. That it don't make sense. But law-abiding citizen would phone the police, get a police report where nobody goes to jail, take it to the insurance company, get your money back, and you can either buy a chain or you can buy some property. But a street cat, if his name show up on the police report, or if he called the police, even if nobody goes to jail, you have done something wrong by the code of the street, supposedly. We done seen one cat talk to the police in an interrogation room and give information up. They call that cat a snitch. Then you have another cat, and now it's Young Thug. He's talking in the interrogation room, and people are going to say, well, he not snitching. So I told y'all, it's all about who we like. Now let's get into the video. There's a lot of people been talking about it. My boy Urban Politician did a live on it, Whack 100, and this, I don't even know who this white guy is, but let's go to this one with Whack 100 and this guy who brought this to the table. Who brought this to the table? Because I'm telling you, the stance changed when it's Young Thugger and his mother trucker. When it was Gunna, boy, everybody was piling on Gunna. I'm gonna tell. When it was Gunna, boy, Negroes piled on Gunna. When it's Rollo, Negroes piled on Rollo. And Rollo said he just lied. He just was trying to get somebody else to take the time. I told y'all, thugs don't want to go to jail either. They be like, nigga, you scared of jail. You ain't no street nigga. I'm like, wait a minute. You not scared of jail? Nigga, you institutionalized. It ain't nothing in there but niggas. I'm going to get out of jail. It ain't nothing but steak hard-leg niggas in there. So why the hell would somebody want to be in jail? Jail mean fail. So I'm thinking in my head, so you street niggas want to be in jail? This don't even make no sense. So I knew nobody wanted to be in jail. So let's see the difference in what people say when it's this guy. And hold on, hold on, B. Nah, I don't want to play nobody content like that. Hold on. We can't play nobody content. He talking about laugh out loud, this nigga. No. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for Nathaniel. You cannot blame me, bro. Nobody don't want to be in jail. Them niggas just beating on the table, making a bunch of noise, praying to God while they in there. But when they get out, they were the realest nigga living in the tier. And I just be thinking that shit funny. Every street nigga calling home to their mama, their girl, all kind of shit. It ain't no way to be. It ain't no life that you should want to aspire to. But hey, some people think it's the greatest life in the world. That's what they want to portray to everybody else. But yeah, that ain't the move for me. But hold on, man. I don't want to get flagged or nothing. So let me put up an overlay. Bap say stay sucker free. Miss Towers, bus life. Salute to you, Miss. Wait a minute. That's not no Miss Rowers. I don't know how to say that. You know I'm slow right now. As a matter of fact, they ain't even been catching me doing this shit. I've been standing right next to people like, yeah. I can kind of see why old girl thought she can get away with this shit over there in Russia. Brittany Griner, you had one of these girls. I see why you thought you was slick. I think I'm slick too. I was in the movies with this shit. Wasn't even looking around. I was just being cool like that. So I see why you thought you can get this shit over there in Russia. I understand. I see why you thought that. But they got your ass. All the times I wanted, that's why I be scared to go overseas, because I be like, man, they catch you with that goddamn swagger. That's your ass. What's going on here? What in the holy hell? Oh. Ugh. You ugly in your baby pictures, girl. Brittany Griner prefers to be called daddy. They talked about you on Club Shay Shay. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Shit, Club Shay Shay, they got to talk about something. He damn sure don't want to talk about no 20-year-old getting down there 20 off him. Okay, bet. I got it up here now. Bet. I don't want to get flagged. So let me put this picture up here. I don't want to get flagged. I just want to pull up, eat up on that pussy and dip. I just want to pull up and eat it and dip. Let's play this song.
It's unbelievable, man. And Gunna getting a lot of love out here. A lot of excuse making, but y'all be the judge, man. Let's get to the content.
It was crazy because I was speaking with my brother Trap. We was talking about some business. He said, Wack, you see my content? And I said, what content? He said, I'm going to send it to you. I said, Trap, my man Ghost brought this to our attention sometime back, blitzed by academics. I said, oh, and this is we got to spread it. I'm going to bring Ghost on in here because Ghost is from the Atlanta area. Ghost brought this content. So I believe, according on, did y'all hear it changes the dynamics to what we hearing? So Ghost, is this what you heard, or did Trap allow you to pick up on a few more things?
I mean,
Ghost, this snitching, bro.
Yeah, I feel like Trap wrapped it up real good. You know what I'm saying? He got the same type of standpoint I got from him. I feel like, and Trap can correct me if I'm wrong, but this how I feel. I feel like the biggest YSL slack is a YSL rat now, bro. Like, that's just that. I mean, do you agree, Trap? Do you feel like the biggest YSL slack that turned YSL rat?
All right, here's how I see it, and this is why I felt like I had the need to break this down, because I feel like Young Thug been going so hard on the anti-ratting thing and throwing Gunna under the bus. Here's the way I see it. I'm willing to concede that this isn't snitching. A lot of gangster guys are saying this ain't snitching, but if this ain't snitching, then you can't call Gunna a snitch. If you want to say Gunna a rat for taking a plea.
How do y'all feel? That's what most common sense people that's not in the streets, that don't understand this crazy street stuff, that's how they look at it. It's like, how can you say this for one person? And it's basically the same thing you saying about this person. Gunna stuff was just in the courtroom. He said, yes, ma'am. I was in the gang. Yes, ma'am. I did this. Yes, ma'am. This and that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And got out and started making music. Young Thug, from a street dude perspective, they said you supposed to just say lawyer. And that's not what happened here. So,
and saying yes, ma'am, then you got to say Thug a snitch too. I feel like you can't have it both ways. It points out the hypocrisy. So if street guys want to die on that hill and say this ain't snitching, then y'all can't be calling Gunna a snitch.
But did you call Gunna a snitch? Did you call Gunna a snitch when that originally happened? Did you feel like he was a rat back then?
I personally don't believe Gunna's a snitch. He took an Alford plea, and Young Thug took a no contest plea on the RICO charge, but he took a guilty plea. He took a guilty plea on the gang charge.
Stop right there, Trap. I don't give a what kind of plea he took. Within him taking that.
now, who is this guy Trap? Because it's free range for all these white guys to talk about what all these black men are doing. It's free range for 1090 Jake, and I think this guy Trap is a white fella. It's all good for them to call out snitches. But when somebody that's black, I'm not calling no snitch out. I'm saying to these young cats, before you get into these street crap, there's a double standard for what they feel snitching is for people that they like. And if you on the wrong side of their double standard, that's your ass. And I just don't see a life in this street shit. These street cats, when they grow up from that street shit and they take whatever they learned from the streets into business, that's when they flourish. That's when they don't got to worry about the police. That's when they don't got to worry about nobody bothering them. They can move and shake like a man. I know it feel good. Rollo said, it's a video. I'm going to play with Rollo because all this stuff right here does is cause Negroes to fight and argue. But Rollo said he going to make $250K a month. And him and his guys are going to split $250K a month. He said 100 units at $2,500. See, he's taking his street smart ability and now he's putting that same money into real estate. Instead of packing planes with marijuana and whatever else, he's packing the bricks on the side of his walls on his apartment buildings. And that's what I hope they get from Rollo. Instead of some street nigga shit, have some money, go to jail, pay it all to the lawyer, have some more money, go to jail, pay it all to the lawyer. that cycle is lame. That's lame as I don't know what. Half of you niggas turning halfway punks in jail and coming out here with all this bravado, knowing half of y'all done been touched on, fondled, or somebody made you give up something in there. Maybe not no booty or nothing sexual, but your belongings. So why go through all this stupidity when you can turn into a businessman and move like a boss, a real boss? That's what I don't get. And so that's what Rollo is trying to teach his community. 100 units, $2,500 a month, $250K a month. If he get that accomplished, he won't have to rap. He won't have to goddamn shoot unless somebody's shooting at him. He don't have to worry about nobody. Now the lawyers that he buy or he purchased is to protect his assets and his life. He don't got to ride around with no street nigga. And the street niggas that he ride around with, if he clean their records up, and they already done been in the streets with clean records now and licensed firearms, it'd be a whole problem. And so that's how we ought to teach these young men to move, not with lipstick and makeup and always a threat to your own damn community. That's not how you move as a man to prove that you a man. You proving you are still a little boy. Our community need to move away from these guys that only think they tough if they hurting Negro. We literally are genociding on ourselves, but then blame white folk. Rollo a hypocrite? He might be a hypocrite. Everybody is a hypocrite at some point, but I'm talking about the business thing. See, we always try to find something that we disagree on. We can agree on the fact that if this young man ends up getting 100 units and getting them to rent for $2,500 a unit, then that is $250K a month. Now, focus on that. Don't focus on whether another man is a hypocrite or not, because you've been hypocritical at times, and I have too. Fired out, Mr. Towers gifted one Kwame Brown Bus Life membership. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, let's not focus on the stuff that we can argue or take away from somebody on. We all done something, got our own shit. But what if all these brothers, what if all these rappers stop all this stupidity and getting the money just to show out and flodge and stack up money phones by their ear? And what if they all competed in a healthy way where they all was trying to stack up buildings all around the world and compete about and rap about who got the most buildings, who got the most real estate that they turnkey and that they flipping? Yeah, who sold the most real estate outside of rap? All these guys are the bank. They're their own walking real estate group, but they sit there and go buy cars and jewelry and stupid shit to trick the youth. And then as soon as they go broke, we supposed to feel bad for them when they ain't got no assets, no collateral, no nothing. So now we got to start calling out what's really lame. What's really lame is running around as an old ass adult, grown ass man, twisting your fingers up, still thugging and banging and shooting at your own kind and not having real estate, life insurance, or nothing that you can fall back on, even if whatever career you had in the beginning don't work. Because as a man, there's ups and downs with anything in life. And as a man, you should be ready for that down. And that's the true test of a man. A man who's up, get knocked down, and get his ass right back up again. That's a man. Anybody can ride high and never been battle tested. So let's bring real manhood back where we are not afraid to call out this stupidity. That's manhood. Stop hanging in groups and looking at niggas that hang in big groups as men. It's a bunch of afraid little boys hanging together. Ain't no money in no groups of men hanging together, just hanging out like little boys. And if we ain't hanging at the golf course, if we ain't hanging somewhere to do some business, then nigga, I'm not hanging. I'm not hanging with you. I done turned up enough, nigga. I done bought overpriced liquor, and I done sat on the back of every couch damn near in the United States of America that was worth sitting in. I'm tired of paying overpriced liquor, pretending like we popping to have sex with some stinking funky foot hoes that don't like us anyway. And that's what we think we popping on because we sleep with a bunch of women. Them hoes sleep with everybody. So that's not a brag. The brag should be now who got the most real estate, who is doing the most business, who moving and shaking in the real world outside of the entertainment world. Because when they stop wanting you to entertain, you have no value. You saw it when the lights went off during the COVID pandemic. You have no value when there's no entertainment to be had. We got to get in those real industries that everybody need, the trash industry, the septic industry. There's more ways to get into plumbing than other than just dealing with shit. As one of my guys in the chat would tell you, I don't want to say his name because y'all, American man, but I don't want to say his name because y'all be turning up on my butt. Mr. Wonderful, salute to you. But I'm just saying, man, let's make it lame to only talk about violence against your own people. Let's make it lame. We got to reset what's lame and what's real. Because we ain't going to have no future if our young boys are learning this is what's real, spinning the block and switch cheese in your own people. If they keep learning this shit, we ain't going to have no goddamn block to stand on. And ain't nobody else going to want to be around you. They having conversations right now about that. They're having conversations about, do we even want to be around these people? While y'all acting like y'all got no situational awareness, when them folks get tired of feeling sorry and being tired, boy, look at here. When you ain't got nobody else to call on, because the black folks that act like they're your leaders, to cancel somebody, they got to call somebody white to cancel you. So when white folks stop giving a damn and stop caring, boy, it's going to be problems. Miss Towers gifted 1 Kwame Brown Bus Life membership. Thank you. No, we can't take that down. This is the reflection of our community. This is what our boys are moving towards. They're wearing dresses and skirts now. And I heard Young Thug's explanation for what he did, and I get it. It was based around capital, money for himself and his family. But look how many people it's impacting. Same thing somebody did with slavery, thinking about themselves, and look how many people it impacted. Look how many young boys are going to be impacted because boys that turn into men don't bend, men don't break for $1 like this. I don't want money if I got to do this. I don't want that type of money if it got to come through me wearing a dress and lipstick and pretending that I'm something that I'm not. That's not on the type of spectrum of manhood that I learned. The type of manhood that I learned is you will put on some dirty ass jeans and you will shovel shit until it turned into $1 million before you do this. And we don't give a fuck how bad I look shoveling shit. In my opinion, it looks better than that. And so we got to get back to men doing that. Men don't bend for $1. That's what our counterparts do. Sorry, ladies bend for that money. You heard what Trina say, money make me come. Money don't make me come. I make the money. I don't bend for money. Men, when we start having men bend for money, that's a problem. That's when you no longer have a strong society. Women folk, okay, we get it. Women like power. Men, we create power. We're not supposed to bend to money and power. That's not manly at all. But you guys can accept this because I guess it's dangerous not to. But I'm not dissing nobody. I'm not disrespecting nobody. Hell, I still listen to Young Thug music. The music is fine, but I'm an adult. I'm mature enough to know nothing about anything else I rock with. But let's keep this video going.
Please, he said, the guns and drugs in that car ain't mine. Yes, YSL is a gang and all this other crazy. So I don't give a fuck out of plea trap. Are you saying that these things aren't classified as cooperate?
Hey, I feel like we got to clarify 2 things about Gunna's situation because people keep getting this mixed up. A lot of people keep saying, oh, you said the drugs in the car weren't yours and it was only Young Thug in that car, so you tell him. But there was a third person in that car. So
No,
he never said it. There's a third person there.
No, it wasn't.
There was, man. There was. I swear there was in the
2
paperwork.
people in that car. But see, Trap, this how this go in the street. If me, you, and academics get pulled over, there's a gun in the car. Don't nobody say just one gun, let them do their job. Don't nobody say nothing. Now, one of us know we got to claim it eventually when it come down to the wire. Niggas bail out, start fighting the case. Good chance it might get dropped. Maybe we wipe it off, wasn't no prints. Maybe we say the detailed dude might let it there. Hell, I beat a gun case before because the car got valet parked before they found it. This is real talk. So you and the rules of the street, you're not supposed to do that. Sorry, you're not supposed to do that. And Gunna openly claims rolling 60s. Like, he shocked me with it. Me and Blueface was shooting a video called First Class. He showed up. I shot the video in my neighborhood in the city of Pacoima, and he showed up. And with a bunch of dudes, I'm like, who's all these dudes? Said, "Wack, you doing 6-0?" I'm like, you can what? And he told me this out of his mouth. So ever since then, I took him as that.
Wack, but look though. Okay, cool. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you're on that point, right? So we're gonna just go strictly off your logic, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, my bad. So see, Wack is saying that you're not, as a street dude, I'm letting the street dude talk. Wack is saying, as a street dude, you cannot give these type of statements. So that's a street dude telling y'all that that's what you're not supposed to do. So don't say Kwame said. I'm just telling you the rules. We want these young cats to understand the difference that athletes can't talk about politics or social justice if you want your job. That's why I'm not an athlete. I'm the landlord. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
Going off your logic, of your logic, you look at Gunna as a rat, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you got to look at Thug like a worse rat because Gunna didn't mention no names and Thug did, bro. Thug mentioned two names. Thug mentioned Roscoe name and Lil Wayne name, bro.
What did he say about Lil Wayne?
Thug said,
what did he say about Lil Wayne?
Trap know exactly what he said.
He explained that Roscoe was carrying Lil Wayne's drugs. He said he brought Lil Wayne's drugs and he committed crimes every day. And he explained all of the beef. Now, Lil Wayne ain't, as far as I'm aware in this situation, and this is no disrespect, but Lil Wayne was the victim of a crime. There wasn't.
And I thought this guy was lying when he said that because this interview thing with Young Thug has been up for a long time. But it's a long video. So you would think it's just nothing. It's just, we don't want to hear this long ass, boring ass video. But there's a part in there where he's mentioning Birdman. He's saying, man, I don't even mess with Birdman no more. Birdman messed up the contract and I thought that it was this. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Somebody, it was a shooting incident. You can't be mentioning Birdman during a shooting incident. That's going to make people look at Birdman. At least that's what I would do if I was the police. So it was just alarming. I was like, damn. And everybody thought that that was okay. So I said, boy, I'm right. It's all about who we like. I'm not muted.
Really anything to put on. Lil Wayne didn't retaliate. Lil Wayne didn't shoot nobody up to have that tour bus. This was a record industry dispute that led into the streets. So there weren't really anything to tell on Lil Wayne for.
Trap, but that statement right there that Thug said about Wayne and Pee Wee, ain't that implicating both of them in drug trafficking?
You could see it that way. Now, look, I'm willing to concede. If we really bending over backwards and breaking our spines to defend Young Thug, you could say he was carrying a legal prescription drug for him. You could say he was carrying his medicinal marijuana.
No, we ain't doing that. It wasn't even legal.
He is carrying his drugs for him. Holy shucks. So a street nigga can go sit down with the police. Now, I know better to do some shit like this, and I'm not no street nigga. I would never go sit down with a police officer and say, well, because I know it's illegal to do this. I would never sit down with a police officer and say, hey, such and such is carrying drugs for such and such. I just don't see the purpose in that. I may not be snitching because I'm a civilian. I may not be getting them. I may not be on the stand. I may not be in paperwork. But I just know that is not something that I should probably say about another individual unless I want them to be looked at by the cops. That's not something that I should say. I'm just saying that's me. I wouldn't do that. You said 20 years over your head, you'll give up bus life? You motherfucking right. First of all, I'm praying to God I'm never in no situation where it's 20 years over my head. I'm not going to be you crime me because I'm not going to do no crime with you because I don't like jail. So I ain't finna be no 20 years, nothing. I'm not going to have nobody to snitch on. I'm going to have to do my 20 years. Shit. But if there's a way I can get out, yeah, I'm taking it. Just like the rest of these niggas. What the hell you mean they take 20 years? Don't none of these niggas take 20 years. They take it in the media in front of y'all, and then they all go back to trial. And then it's all something they found. And it's just a investigation that leads to something. And then y'all keep thinking you got to snitch and be on paperwork and all this shit. I keep trying to tell you, my nephew, the police, I got a friend that's a federal agent, and I got friends all around the world that I know that's in law enforcement. And I ask questions. What are the percentage of these dudes snitching? Man, they say, man, only 1% of these dudes don't snitch. Damn near all of them tell. Or they leak, or they do. I forgot what the terminology that he used, but they'll try to get something to like work towards, like if it lead to an arrest, then a cop can, go tell the judge or go tell the DA, try to do something for this guy and just keep them off of the, the snitch thing. And these niggas, that's how they do it. They be working that way. So majority of these dudes talk. They just don't want to be on paperwork. If they find a way to talk without paperwork, they all talk. They just don't want you to know about it. That's the biggest thing that's the only thing that keep them from talking is if they're going to be in some paperwork.
In Georgia then, bro. So it couldn't have been medicinal. It was not legal in Georgia at that point. That was 2015, bro. Wasn't no weed legalized in Georgia, bro. I was still living in Atlanta at that point, bro. That was not legal, bro. Whatever he was carrying that was drugs was illegal, bro. Thug implicated Pee Wee Roscoe and Lil Wayne in drug trafficking, bro. If anybody's gonna say Gunna is a rat, you gotta say Thug is a worse rat, bro. That's what you gotta say in this situation, bro. That's it. That's all.
Also, I just got to clarify, Wack. I just looked it up, and 100% it says in September the 24th, 2017, Young Thug Gunna and Cedric Vito Jones were arrested during the traffic stop. So there was a third man there, and that's in the paperwork.
So here goes the thing, right? I wouldn't give if it was a sixth man there. You don't do no talking. And this ain't the rules for the civilians. This is just the rules for us. You don't, when they find something in the car, you get what I'm saying? You don't go to, because the minute you're saying it wasn't mine, now you just excluded yourself. And we got these other two people. That ain't how it works. Is YSL a gang? Yes. And he knowing that they trying to classify it as an organized crime ring. That's a whole nother way. He did. Gunna did.
That's fine. I'm willing to concede if that's telling on Gunna's behalf for him saying I didn't have the drugs.
That trap. What the white dude and the black dude said. We going to Chat GPT. Grant, what is the definition of snitch?
I'll say the word snitch generally refers to snitch being a noun. Definition: a person who informs on someone, especially to the authorities, like the police. Informal and often derogatory. Used to describe someone who betrays others by revealing secrets or reporting wrongdoings. Snitch.
Damn. White guy, you won.
Hey, Trap. Let me ask you this, Trap. Let me ask you this though, bro. If you looked at Thug and you looked at Gunna, right? You looked at what Gunna did and you looked at what Thug did. You looked at Thug's statement, right? If you had to say one of them told, who would you say told?
If we just looking at statements made, I would say saying yes, ma'am, in response to a pre-written plea isn't as much talking or telling as a 2-hour interrogation, where not only did you say that certain people committed crimes.
A pre-written what?
It was a pre-written statement as part of his plea.
Who gave the statement?
I guess, was it his attorney?
No. Your attorney can't give a statement for you. That's what can't happen. Your attorney ain't the one that's incarcerated or being charged. There's only one person that can give a statement. My attorney can't go in there and tell them nothing but what I've told him, and that got to be me writing it down, documented, or recorded prior to, so they can have that. If not, the grounds for appeal is wide open. So the statement got to come from who?
I know you want to say that it came from Gunna, but I
don't want to say that's where it came from.
But he just said yes, ma'am, and Young Thug said yes, ma'am.
No. He said yes, ma'am. To what? Is YSL a gang?
That's true. But then they're both telling.
Listen, we just establishing it. Look, man, we established it. We not. I don't really think. Well,
hold on, Wack. Hold on, Wack. Technically, now, Wack, ain't we been working on some new laws lately?
Yeah, but that's just us shooting. We ain't. I'm showing you what it.
Gunna can't rat on a rat because Thug ratted before Gunna allegedly ratted.
Yeah, what the hell?
No, what do you mean you can't rat on?
Gunna told in 2015. I mean, Thug told in 2015.
So you talking about stuff we've been discussing on the back channel on where we think this shit is going, because I'm watching it. The new wave of things, out with the old, in with the new, right? And we got it down 3-4 things. I didn't, this back there somewhere. And I was like, look, this is where things is probably going to end up going, because I listened to what people say today. And their upbringing is totally different than what mine was in the generations prior to me. And it's coming down to that. Well, he told on me, so I told on him. Or, shit like that. But in this situation, I mean, anytime you give information to law enforcement on anybody other than yourself, involving the commission of a crime or crime being broken that can trigger an investigation, the streets are going to deem that as telling.
But then Gunna didn't tell then, because Gunna didn't get no information. Thug gave information though.
He definitely gave information.
But see, this the thing about that. Okay, if he's saying, look at this though,
information.
If he's saying,
look at a nigga and say nothing.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. If Gunna's saying YSL is a gang, right? He's saying that he said, yes, ma'am, the YSL is a gang. Previously, before he took that plea, it had already been plenty YSL niggas convicted of crimes, bro.
A drug dealer? Yes, ma'am.
What the hell?
What are you saying? Mr. Jones, a trap lord.
I get what Wack is saying, and that's kind of wild. But if you're gonna say that, then I get the other guy's point too. If Jones a drug dealer and I say yes, ma'am, that's the same implication as me saying, hey, such and such move such and such drugs for him. It's the same implication. So it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild.
Ross, a bank robber? Yes, ma'am. Right, and he really robbing banks. I'm telling. I just told on, bro.
Hey, I got another question, because I feel like this is another big question mark that never got cleared up. A lot of people felt like the reason that Gunna was a snitch was not because of what he said, but because of the timing. He took his plea before everybody else, correct?
No, I didn't give a fuck about no timing. I see niggas tell 5 years later. I see niggas tell the first day, first hour, first 10 minutes. It's all about what come out your mouth.
All right, well that's fair then. That's fair. I was trying to get at the fact, because a lot of people said that was the case, but Young Thug took his plea whilst Yak Gotti was still facing the charges, and Young Thug pled guilty to the gang charges.
Yeah, but you got to remember, the charges are on him. You get what I'm saying? You can plead out on anything got to do with you. Now, if Thug would have pled out that Yak Gotti fucking this dude is that and this and that, it'll be on him too. So he could plead out on anything got to do with himself.
But Gunna never played out on Young Thug did this. He just said the drugs weren't mine. Just the same way Thug said, I'm part of the gang.
Thug was in the car, and the company, the RICO is on Thug, and the company is Thugs.
That's true.
You have to factor these things in.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but you have, what you're saying is some validity to it, bro. I mean, you say, what's your word, Trap? If people are saying Gunna is this, then, I mean, what are we saying about, listen, man, put a poll up top. Let's poll it.
Hey, Thug played himself, because he went so hard at Gunna with what little they had on Gunna that he kind of played himself into a corner, because now it's either you're both rats or you're not, neither of you are rats. And I still think, I know this sounds crazy, but I think the best thing Thug could do right now is forgive Gunna, apologize to Gunna, do some music with Gunna, and keep it pushing, but we're not going to see that.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. Gunna wouldn't even accept that at this point. Gunna is standing alone.
That's what I would have did as soon as Gunna got out of jail. I'm getting straight back to the money. I got to get to the money. Gunna was hot. Yeah, Gunna was hot. And if they ain't have no beef and Young Thug is out, that means the case over with. The case over. I'd have made me some music. They do business together. But hey, that I don't live by their code. So I'm gonna let these street cats say what they think it is, and that it is what it is. Hopefully these young cats don't follow in their footsteps, because this is a whole lot of confusion.
well. Why would he attach himself back to Thug? Like for Gunna on a business standpoint, it don't even make sense to attach himself back to Thug anyways. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on Thug end, it makes sense for Thug to try to make it right with Gunna, but it don't make no sense for Gunna to try to make it right with Thug at
That's
all.
facts. Bro. That's facts. But this is the problem as well. Thug screwed himself over. He made his whole persona about him standing on business and calling out Gunna as being a snitch. And now it's like, well, okay, what's your move now? What's your philosophy? Like, what are you going to bring to the table with your music? You've hung everything on this guy being a rat, but then you've got these allegations that need to be cleared up. You know, what's your move now? What's your persona? I think it's screwed up, and I think Gunna's kind of going to be taking a big W as time goes on.
Yeah, Thug made a bad choice, boy. Thug made a real bad decision, bro, because he really should have gave Gunna a lot more grace than he gave him, bro. Because truth be told, if Gunna Peoples wasn't around Thug when all that nut shit was going around, Thug would probably be dead right now, bro. Thug would be dead right now. If Gunna People wasn't around Thug when all that nut was going on, when the Bloods in Atlanta wasn't really rocking Thug like that, and was saying Thug was a plate, and the Blue Rags and Troop and all them came around Thug, that's who protected Thug, bro. That's why Thug's still alive today, bro. Like,
that's a good
point.
point.
Did Gunna like that, bro.
That's a good point. And you know what else? It's just like, how did Thug have all this energy to call Gunna a snitch? I don't think I've ever seen any tweets from Thug talking about YSL Woody's a snitch, and that man took the stand.
Exactly.
All right, y'all, there it is, man. I don't know what it is with the Save Gunna campaign.
Hey, Kwame, what won't you do for $1? Mr. Dom, hit my link and ask me that. I'm going to drop the link for you real quick. Hit my link and ask me that. On camera. We both on camera. I want you to hit my link and ask me that. And if not, let's get Mr. Dom up out of here. Mr. No Face. Yeah, we're gonna give you about 90 seconds because I gotta queue up my another video. By the time I get my other video queued up, if you ain't done hit the link so you can ask me that question, then we're gonna exclude you from the chat. Oh, they said I'm attacking again. Oh, look at these titles. Oh, I attacked Tracy. Hold on. Let me stop the screen share. Oh, I'm attacking again. Oh, Tracy, you got the media saying I'm attacking you. Don't you feel special? He ain't replied, but the media saying I'm attacking him. A grown-ass man that could just say, Kwame, F you. Kwame, sudden, brutal attack on Tracy after Kobe disrespect as you couldn't lace his boots. An attack, huh? Hey, I don't feel like none of you niggas attacked me. I don't feel like y'all attacked me. Because if you attack me, I'm going to make you stop. I don't feel like you attacked me at all. So this attack stuff is nonsense. But let me get my other video queued up. I got to play the one from Urban Politician. Shout out to you, Urban Politician. He got it. He has the part to where he just played what Young Thug. Because I tried to go find this part, but boy, that's a long ass interrogation. And I wasn't gonna go through all that. They hurt. Y'all get that young man out my chat, please. Get that young man out my chat. It's time for me to eat something. I'm hungry. KB, you looking great. Well, thank you, man. I'm trying to stay out these people way, eat healthy and drink water. Member for 37 months. What is that? Brains. I don't even want to say what I think this means. See, I be messing up a lot. I don't even want to say what I think that means. Let me go get my water too. And I think I got oh man, I done let my god doggone bagel get cold, man. I got avocado spread in a bagel.
Just we'll keep conscious. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. Well, don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey,
I don't have your number.
Whatever.
well, give it to me. If you ain't give it to her, you guys.
I go buy me a phone and you already gonna tell me that.
Do you want me to give you my card or you don't want my card? Because well, some people don't, and when they're in jail, they don't want to have like the cop's card because they worry that, oh, they gotta think I'm snitching or something. You don't care?
No.
You don't want it, okay.
You think?
Well, because
Lives in ATL.
you mean you ain't on the level with the other guy, so you could say, you ain't snitching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying you on a different level.
Your mom's a club thing?
Do what? No, relax, man, relax. We got something that's going on. It's something totally separate from what you got going on. We're not even here basically looking to talk to you about anything that we think you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's more just to get a feel and just get a background of everything that's going on. Does that make sense? Okay.
Lives in ATL.
Anyway, man, what I would like to do is just talk with you and just, like I said, get background of this whole shebang of just the whole history of what's going on. I'm sure you know what happened in Cobb County, right? With Pee Wee and all that crap.
Oh, Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe.
Oh, yeah, with that little one.
Yeah.
Pee Wee, I thought was his nickname. Young Thug say, "Oh, Roscoe," and I think that's his real name.
Roscoe in Cobb County, right? With Pee Wee and all that crap.
Oh, Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe.
Oh, yeah, with that little one.
Yeah. There's a lot of stories, I guess, that are out there. Who knows if they're freaking true or not? You know what I'm saying? But that's.
So here's the part where the other guy that I was talking with, White. Here's the part where he's alleging that Young Thug implicated Lil Wayne and Roscoe. Because Young Thug brought up these men's name. I don't got nothing to do with it, but we're going over it.
With that little one.
Yeah. There's a lot of stories, I guess, that are out there. Who knows if they're freaking true or not? You know what I'm saying? But that's why we're here to kind of, you can disprove it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
Disprove me, like, sort it.
Yeah, just sort it all out for us. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you've seen in the media, man, they blowing things out crazy, right?
I don't like this cop. I don't like this cop. Man, he acting like they cool. He's like, hey, man, you know, sort it all out for us. Like, you know how some bunch of stuff is going on in the media. Sir, this is a black male hip hop rapper. He cannot sort nothing out for you. You got to do your own job. And that's probably what he should have told you, is to do your own damn job. But I don't like this cop because he chilling too. Yeah, you know, he just trying to act like they cool. I would be like, look here, man, you too smart for me. Call my lawyer. Goddamn. I might not even have no lawyer, but I'm going to ask for a lawyer so you can get the hell up out this room. And I can stick my head in this shirt and be cold in the motherfucker. Because this what happen when you go to jail. This what niggas be thinking. They going somewhere sweet and going somewhere professional and shit, and they going somewhere they want to be. This all I saw when I went to jail. I was in that goddamn holding tank, and niggas was in there like this. Sleep. They was in there like this. This is what you gonna see in the holding tank. Niggas cold as a motherfucker trying to hide their head in their goddamn shirt. Cause especially if you get arrested, for some shorts and a t-shirt, nigga, your ass gonna freeze. But you better hope that officer don't talk shit to the police. If you at home or you got another sweater in your car and they say you arrested, put that son bitch on. Put it on fast. Say, officer, you know what? You say I'm going to jail? Okay, no problem, sir. I'm finna put my hands behind the back, but you see that sweater right there? Can you pick it up and search that motherfucker, make sure there ain't nothing in it? He'll let you do it. He'll think you so cool if you say, can you pick that motherfucker up and search it and make sure there ain't nothing in it? and put that motherfucker, let me put it on before I go to jail. I don't want to be like them other niggas that sleeping in their shirt and shit. At least I can sit up in that bitch like a boss dog with my hoodie on, you know. Yeah. And can I put something on my legs? You know that shit, my legs gonna turn white. You know what I'm saying? In that I'm only gonna be there in there a few hours. I didn't do nothing too bad. I don't need no cruel and unusual punishment. I think it's fair that I'm talking to you like an adult and you be having a good conversation, correct? Yeah, let me put some pants on too, with a belt, motherfucker. And then we can go on down here to locker. I'll turn around. If you want me to lay on the ground, I'll lay on the ground too. Just let me put on that jacket and that goddamn pants. Cause shit, it's cold in that bitch. These niggas be thinking they winning something, bruh. You not gonna win nothing. You gonna act tough on the street and you gonna freeze your ass off soon as you in that holding tank. Taking from somebody who know. I'm a holding tank extraordinaire. And boy, look at here. Your ass gonna be cold. I'm telling you.
The media's just they make their own story, right?
I haven't even been on. I ain't even been able to been doing shows with.
Because of that?
Lives
Oh
in
man,
ATL.
that sucks.
Shows.
Like they got canceled, or like you can't even get bookings.
Like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, like, I guess they don't know they like promoters, so they be like, they don't want to just put their money in.
I got you.
That's not good.
What? Here's the thing, man. Like I said, we don't have charges on you. We're not looking to do anything like that, man. But since you're in custody, do you know anything about Miranda rights or anything like that? You don't have to talk to us type deal. You ever been read your Miranda rights before? Like on TV, you see on TV, you know what I'm talking about?
Miranda rights?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
You ever been arrested?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what they say.
My charge was but what did, because you know, I'm off.
It's terroristic threats is what I was told, but I don't know if you have a bond.
Yeah, that's what it was, but you said you came to talk about Lil Wayne and
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the whole background between Roscoe and Lil Wayne and all that.
you want me to tell you the honest? This is honest God truth. Man to man. This
Let me tell you the honest God truth, man to man. You're telling the police the honest God truth. Okay, let's see what he say.
is. You want me to tell you the honest? This is honest God truth. Man to man. This is these niggas, these niggas dead brother more than Birdman Wayne.
They doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
This
than.
nigga used to brain Wayne his drugs. Like, trust them. I don't know them fools.
Hey, every politician, you ain't shit. Hey, when that nigga he heard Lil Wayne say, man, them niggas used to bring Lil Wayne his drugs. That nigga said, let's go back. Oh, shit.
Like,
and Lil Wayne were more
this
than.
nigga used to brain Wayne his drugs. Like, trust them. I don't know them fools. Cause the night with the Wayne too, was that got shot up on Expressway?
That's what happened in Cobb, yeah.
Yeah, that happened in the club in Cobb. I was in New Orleans.
The club was in Atlanta, but it
But it
happened
was
in
Clark
Cobb.
County.
Yeah.
Shooting us some shit. Roscoe locked up for it. I had got some free Roscoe Stoner shirts. This fucking Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the f? That was so weird. This nigga shot at this nigga to us. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck. They said Roscoe, but I don't know. That was so weird. This nigga shot at this nigga to us.
This nigga shot at this boy Took Boy. I think this is what the dude was talking about in that other video. In the other video, this is what the guy was trying to explain to Wack. I don't give a damn who's a snitch and who don't. We're just playing this video to give you clarity that it's all about who we like. Gunna said, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Young Thug is in a tape saying that Roscoe shot into a bus with Lil Wayne in it. And that this boy brought Lil Wayne drugs. I don't know if that's snitching or not, nor do I give a damn. But I'm saying it's all about who we like.
I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the f? That was so weird. This nigga, man, I shot at this nigga too. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the f. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block. I don't wanna like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, screw that fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro. But I don't know, because every day nigga grow off. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Hypothetically, why would Roscoe do that? If he did it, why would he do it? I mean, hypothetically, like.
You said why?
Yeah, like what's his beef with him?
Well, he did just say he don't know. He did just say he don't really know. So he said, I don't really know. And the cop said if he did do that. So let's see.
I talked to Roscoe on the phone. Roscoe, I'm like, bro, what's going on? You all right? He like, bro, I promise to God I ain't do nothing. I ain't do shoot no gun nobody. I'm like, you sure, bro? He like, I promise. I'm like, okay. And then, you know, the internet was like, Roscoe shot at him because of Young Thug. So all the promoters like, they stopped the show. I'm like, bro, folks stopped my show.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man.
Shout out to Big Ant. If y'all want to hear the rest of it, go check out on Urban Politician. But, why is an ex-NBA player making a video about Thug telling or not? Why is a white boy making a video about Young Thug telling or not? I'm making a video, and I'm glad. Thanks for the question. I'm making a video to save the youth from going down this path of this street nigga stupidity. So thank you for asking. Russell Red, salute KB in the chat. I don't really care, but yes, this is snitching because he giving information on street business that ain't got nothing to do with his case. Right. So therefore, young guys, stay out of the streets. People are going to give up information on you that they're not supposed to give up. So it don't make sense. All right, but let's go to this. I guess I shouldn't have been successful, and then I could talk about kids not being in the streets. He said, why as an ex-basketball player talking about it? If I was a janitor, could I talk about it? Like, what's the criteria to talk about it? I'm confused at this point. So we got Officer Tatum talking about the shooting incident at this school. Did y'all know there was a shooting incident at a school? Did y'all know it was a shooting incident at a school? Let's take a peek at it. Officer Tatum is talking about it. Let's go check out what he's saying.
That happened at the Catholic Church today. It is unfortunate.
Oh, sorry, Catholic Church. I thought it was a school. Wait a minute. Was it a school or is this the same one? Was it a school or a Catholic church? He said Catholic Church. I was under the impression that it was a school. Let's see.
But I will say this very clearly and unequivocally that I don't want to hear none of these fake cowardice politicians get on television and act like it's just thoughts and prayers. Like, yeah, thoughts and prayers work. Probably the reason why this kid didn't kill more people, probably because of the thoughts and prayers. And also, you can think and pray and also do something about it. This is the thing that makes me mad about this whole scenario. Then we're going to go through what happened, and I'm going to give you the details and the updates. But what made me mad the most about this thing is that it continues to happen, and nobody is addressing the real issue. The real issue isn't access to firearms. That's not the issue, because this person probably shouldn't even had firearms. They can't legally buy firearms. They were the danger and a threat to others, and other people knew it, but nobody said anything. And if crazy people want to get them, they're going to get them. The question is, why don't we protect the schools so when the crazy one come there, that they'll be eliminated before doing too much damage? Why can't we create a fortress around schools, egress area, or just one entrance exit? Why can't we do that? Why can't we funnel in the school, gate it off, one way in, one way out, maximize security, one guy on the outside that's just patrolling around, one guy on the internal part of the school. That's all you need. One way in, one way out. At least you can have somebody contest this shooter who shot over 100 rounds into mass. 100 rounds, unobstructed.
God, he shot over 100 rounds. Damn. Let's get to this story.
I think the only reason he was out because he killed himself. Now let's talk about what happened. Let's bring on the news clip and see what they've said so far. I believe this is the most accurate information, but if it doesn't cover it, we got other information that we put out there. And I think before we go on, let me just say right now, they've identified the person. The person is potentially a trans person, anti-God. His mama worked at the school allegedly. And this is we see this all too often. And it's not an attack at a mosque. Can we explain that? It's not an attack at a mosque. It's an attack at a Catholic school. It's an attack against the Christian religion. And what is it about trans people that hate Christians? And I guarantee you, it was mama and daddy trying to uphold godly principles in the household, and the devil got to that child and made him want to be trans and all this old crazy stuff instead of following what God's plan was for his life. And let me say this, and I'm gonna say this. I don't understand how kids that are in the household of parents who are Christians are trans. Let me just tell you how it happens. It doesn't happen because all of a sudden the kid is just falling off or whatever. It's because you are not being the parent that you're supposed to be. You are not raising your children properly. You are not to
shooting at a tragedy. Minneapolis police officers responded to a report of a shooting at a mass that was happening at the Annunciation Roman Catholic Church on the block behind me. This worship service was marking the first week of school for children that are attending the Annunciation Catholic School. During the mass, a gunman approached on the outside on the side of the building and began firing a rifle through the church windows towards the children sitting in the pews at the mass. Shooting through the windows, he
shot through the windows and shot at children? Yeah, for what? Did this person have a manifesto or something to say why they did it? And idle mind is the devil's workshop? How in the world do you shoot through? That's crazy. You send your kid to school and you get a call that there's some jack behind standing outside of a window shooting at your kid. I bet you they pay to go to this Catholic school. Why is there no cops at the Catholic school? How you doing, beautiful one? A 900-page manifesto? And what was in it? I'm going to have to go find it on Fox News. I know Fox will play it.
children and worshipers that were inside the building. The shooter was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible. Police officers from the Minneapolis Police Department immediately responded, entered the church, and attempted to provide first aid and rescue some of the children that were hiding throughout the building, while other first responders came and EMS responded to rush victims to nearby hospitals. 2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were killed where they sat in the pews. Their parents have been notified. 17 other people were injured, 14 of them being children. 2 of those children are in.
Hey, Nick Fuentes, come here, you little jabbermouth bitch. I'm sorry for cussing. Nick Fuentes, okay. Rampage Jackson's son pummeled somebody in the ring. It was horrible. It looked terrible. It was bad. You talked all this about black folks and said nobody want to be around us. X, Y, and Z. Black people are the dangerous ones, and black people this, black people that. What are you going to say now, Nick Fuentes? This little coward shot an assault rifle into a window to some children. Where do you think that leveled up on the spectrum of one angry black kid that beat up a white guy that actually hit him first? No matter how you want to take it or not, he was struck first. Now, he don't have no discipline to calm himself, but that's one person that got struck first. These kids were worshiping in a school, worshiping the Lord, and some coward, confused little punk stuck a rifle in the window and shot over 100 times at children. So Nick Fuentes, it's time for you to stop all this stupid ass race shit, because your race does stupid things and you don't make it into an entire race thing every time your people do something. And this was kids getting shot. This man beat up one white person, although it was egregious. I want to see video after video talking about this the same way y'all talked about this one black kid beating up this one white guy who hit him with a can. Mr. Fuentes and all of you white guys that was on all these goddamn channels trying to say black this and black that and making it a whole race for one person. Now, should we make it a whole race for one person? Because I'm feeling a little flu of white fatigue. Yeah, I'm feeling a white fatigue bug. Who the hell can be in society with somebody that will stick a rifle into a church with children? Yeah, I'm feeling white fatigue. So before y'all start disrespecting all of us because of a few of us, you might want to clean up around your own goddamn porch before you point the finger, because he's white and he shot at children.
Critical condition. The coward who fired these shots ultimately took his own life in the rear of the church. Our hearts are broken for the families.
Okay, I think we got enough of that. Now let me tell y'all what it is. Let's show a picture of the clip 6. And this is the student 2 days earlier, right? These are these students. These are the innocent kids 2 days earlier. And and I'm not showing this video to make you all sad and stuff, but I just want you to put in perspective what kind of crazy deranged monster would make it his point to shoot at these innocent kids. I know I say this, and the God forgive me for having this mentality. I wish that I was there so I could kill that guy myself. It would be my pleasure to take him out. 5.56 right to the head. It'd have been easy for me. I wish that I had the opportunity to do that. I'm sad that I didn't. I hate evil, cowardice people like this. You load up, you posture up to go after kids. Won't you go after grown men that'll fight you back? But you go after little kids, not even high school. You go after little kids. And I hope you rest in piss in hell for what you did. That's what I'm just keeping it real. I hope he.
Nah, I hope he don't rest in piss, Brandon Tatum. I disagree with you on that. If there's a hell like we think it is, I want that fire. Don't put nothing wet on them. Let that fire burn through. I'm talking about, I hope Lucifer turned the gas up or whatever he used to heat this nigga up. I mean, sorry, YouTube. Let me shut up.
Burns in hell for what he did. There is no other thing that I can say. With everything that opportunities you have in America, everything else you could be doing in your life, you are putting yourself in a position to want to go kill innocent people and be a coward. If they ever bury this kid, I'm gonna drive over there and piss on his grave. I will, on his grave. I just want people to understand. Hope his mama.
Okay, Brandon, damn. Okay, brother Tatum. Oh shit. Yeah, I had to apologize to YouTube. I'm on YouTube probation, parole, federal. Damn, Brandon Tatum, hold on now. I heard it was oh Lord. I heard it was a transgender that shot up that school. Just wasn't sure until now. So wonder what the LGBTQ community will say about this or make excuses. They will say he was probably bullied into this. It's gonna be Trump's fault. Yeah, Trump is in office, and this is what happens when Trump don't make room for them. Trump drove him to shoot at these children. YouTube work release program. Hey, they gonna say Trump drove them to do that. Yeah, Trump didn't give him a way to feel accepted. But you take it out on children? This is definitely a Trump fault situation. Watch.
Them understand that. Because you raised a maniac that cost the life of somebody else because you didn't raise him right. I don't know how else to say it. Your kids are a reflection of you. Let's go on to the news. I think we showed a picture of him, but he did a manifesto, clip 8, where you can see him flipping back and forward of his manifesto.
Hey, you said you think he was a gamer, beautiful one? That's sad because it's something about these introvert males that don't really have, I'm not saying luck with the ladies as in they have to have sex with them, right? But the young men that seem to be afraid to talk to girls, that don't really have a good rapport with the women, and they're introverted and they be by themselves and they get picked on. It seems like those kids are the kids that are more so ticking time bomb. I'm not saying that I'm happy that I was tall and favorable for the ladies, but I thank God that I was tall and the ladies like me, because the cats that just, I don't know what it's like to not, I don't want to know. But I do know we got to have something for those kids that feel alone and don't really know how to talk to girls. Maybe y'all women that are attractive, let's hug up on a nerd day. Let's try the streamers, the people that are sitting in school with them damn chains wrapped around their body and the black eyelashes, black lips. Why don't you walk up to one of these people and give them a hug? Give them a hug, save a life. Because I know in school, certain people was like invincible to certain people. I know some people had a high school experience where they were like invincible. And then some people had it to where they were like rock star. I'm telling you, those kids that was kind of like invincible, you got to come give them kids a hug, man. Salute to my boy, Kwame Brown. Good topic. Salute to you, bro. Remember, 16 months. Yeah, they deal with self-esteem issues. You know, all it takes is to get picked on by the wrong jock. That's why I don't talk to people like that in real life. I be nervous. I be looking at them like, hey, what's up, bro? I be dapping their hand, missing their hand sometimes. I'm watching everything. I'm watching all their motion in case I gotta move. When you move, I move just like that. So if you ever met me and I'm a little weird, I'm just watching you because I don't know who's who and what's what yet. You know what I mean? So when you move, I move just like that. You know?
So, and I guess he did this on YouTube. YouTube will take your video down if you say something that the woke don't like, but a man is showing an active manifesto to shoot up a school with a knife that he slammed in the middle of the page, but somehow, some way, nobody's contacting this guy. Nobody's looking into this. This is the problem, more so than gun regulations. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you where I get my news from. And people ask me, how do you stay up to date on all this news? I go to Ground.News. It's very simple. This is the best way to get your news. There's no other way.
Hey, Brandon Tatum, thank you there, buddy. See, I like niggas that give game out. Yeah, B. Tatum. I might have to get a membership, my dude. You say Ground.News. That's what I'm talking about. Let me write this down. I ain't never heard of this site. I wonder how the hell you would find all this stuff. I'm like, that nigga Brandon Tatum, goddamn, got every news article before it even come out. Him and Black Conservative Perspective. So Ground.News. Thank you.
To get news except for Ground.News, in my opinion, that gives a balanced approach. Like you look at it right here. When you talk about the shooting, the news is here. Even things like NVIDIA, news is here. You go down the list. You want to care. That's a 40% off. So, hey, time out. One thing I want to know, where is he living at?
I'm going to tell him B. Tatum sent me.
Where is he living at? Because this man is 20. How old is he? Let's see how old this guy is. Because he can't be that old. I think he's in his early 20s. If I can find his age in here somewhere.
Early 20s, at the prime of your life, testosterone flowing through your body, and you focusing on unaliving people and knowing that you're going to unalive yourself, and not just people, children. The most vulnerable amongst us, the children, you unaliving children at 20. Yeah, I'm willing to bet this guy didn't have much luck with the ladies. I'm telling you, when you moving and shaking and you out here with what God created us to be, with beautiful women to talk and to learn and to see different things that they see that we don't see as males, and being able to just have them different type of encounters in a peaceful, safe way and cool way, that's way better than just being an introvert. Like, look at writing all this shit. I wouldn't have the time to write all this bullshit. 20 years old? What are you doing? Yeah, like, he not having fun in life, drinking, jokes. Like, at 20, you supposed to just be having fun, man. You can tell he was an introvert. Yeah. I'm looking at all that shit he writing. I'm like, this nigga, you got the time to do all that? Ain't nobody call you like, meet me up here, meet me over here. We having drinks over here. We going to this party. We finna jump off this cliff. Nobody calling you about nothing. What's this? Yeah, I done lost my train of thought looking at this. Salute to you, beautiful one.
They estimating mid to early 20s. Let me see. I don't see it on here. So he's in his early 20s. Get out of high school at 18. He's clearly deranged. So I don't think he's functionally working on a real job. I only will give his parents a pass in part is if they had nothing to do with him and they don't know what he's doing in his life and he off somewhere else. But I'm trying not to lose myself. If he's at his parents' house doing any of these things, they should go to prison for the crime that he did. Literally, what's his name?
Hold on now, Brandon Tatum. You can't say parent. You got to say the parent that has the custodial rights over the child. Don't just be locking people up indiscriminately that don't have their mamas cooking over these children like that. No, sir. One of my sons do something stupid and they ass been with their mama all the time, you better go lock their mama ass up. Don't come locking me up. Shit. I'll write a statement. Yeah, I told her to goddamn stop giving that boy everything. I'll be writing that shit down. Yes, sir, officer. I know. The boy emotional. I told her, goddamn, make that boy work for some shit. I'll be writing it out. Try to lock me up for some shit I didn't do. Oh, that ain't gonna go over well. You done lost your goddamn mind. One minute we say people got to take responsibility. The next minute you want to blame it on the parent. Do you know how many times my mama told my knucklehead ass brothers not to do something, and you want to lock her up for what something these niggas did? No, man, that ain't right. I don't agree with that, only because I done seen children disobey their parent, and the parent is the whole time sounding like y'all, but y'all thinking that they want their kids to act like this. They do not. They do not. So no, if he was a minor child up under their roof, and that might be a little bit different, but this guy is 20-something years old. He out of the nest, he grown. So no, he is making decisions of his own free will. We gotta stop trying to find somebody to blame other than the person that God gave free will to. There might be some things that other people kept you in situations that help shape your thought process and your anger. And that's Tough Titty said Tough Titty said the kitty, but the milk's still good. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. You can't pick your parents. You can't pick your situation. So if that happened to you, it's unfortunate, but you're going to learn. You're going to learn some way that you can't conduct yourself like that. And we can't make excuses for that. The sins of the parents, we say the sins of the father. But I saw a video of a mother talking to a little young man, and I said, God damn, she took his soul. A woman can take a young man's soul and make him just want to unalive himself, telling him he ain't nothing and all this stuff. I show you this video. I have all y'all ladies in this chat crying. So we gotta call a spade a spade. It gotta be on the individual person. When you of a certain age, even though I had shit going on around me as a kid, when I got to a certain age, I was like, okay, this ain't right. When you learn right from wrong, regardless of who you like, you can still say that they wrong. Yeah, damn, that's fucked up. That ain't right. Somebody shouldn't do that. That's my brother, or that's my cousin, or that's my this. I love him, but that ain't right. And we don't have enough people standing on that type of business no more. If it's your cousin, they can do the same thing that you'll be crying if it's done to you. But if it's your cousin, it's all good. If it's your homeboy, it's all good.
His name is escaping me now. Alex Jones. They sued him for billions of dollars because he spread false information about a shooting that hurt the feelings of the family members. These parents raised and is fostering and supporting. I'm saying if he's at their house, if he ain't at their house, then disregard what I'm saying. Creating, fostering, harboring a monster.
If that happened, Brandon Tatum, and they won, you might want to not say you're going to pee on someone's grave, because they might say you hurt their feelings, because that's a little traumatizing. Somebody told me that one day. That kind of made me want to rile up. But, yeah, I'm a little bit different. But, yeah, you better be careful.
Emboldening a monster. Where is he living at this point? Roll it.
There's bugs in my skin.
Him. Here's and this so I could talk over. This is a explain what's going on without hearing this guy's voice, because it makes me get enraged, and I'm trying to be safe. So this is just a video of him flipping through his manifesto, which if any investigatory agency would just pause it and read it and say, this is kind of weird. Look at this weirdo. And they can see that he's manifesting some crazy, radical things live. Got a gun. If I pulled a gun out here, YouTube would take me down, demonetize everything. But this dude is doing this, pointing at the thing. What does it take you to do? To say, we probably need to go visit this guy. We probably need to visit this guy. Can we at least investigate the video? And let me tell you this. Look at his room. I guarantee you, I could be wrong. This is in mama's basement. This is in mama and them house. 20-some-year-old boy at his parents' house doing this stuff. And you know what? A lot of times, and I'm not saying this is his parent because I don't know, but a lot of times what they're doing is that little Johnny wants his privacy. So they let him sit in the room and do this. Now they make him get a job. They're gonna go in there and check and say, why you in here so long? No, you can't shut the door. You don't shut the door in my house. I need to know what you in here doing. The same thing with Columbine. Kids in there in a basement.
No, it wasn't no shutting no door. It wasn't no shutting no door at nobody's house. But let's get to the Fox News version of this thing. Yeah, ain't no shutting no door at no house.
As we are able. Now, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem says the shooter at the Catholic school was a 23-year-old man claiming to be transgender. The words "for the children" and "where is your God" and "kill Donald Trump" were written on a rifle magazine.
This boy was 23 years old. This is a grown man. And what do they mean he claims to be transgender? I'm confused. Is he a man or a woman? I'm confused. Somebody gonna have to help me with this one. Is this a man? A man claims to be transgender, And he told the children, where is your God? Holy. So you telling me some of those kids' last words that they heard was, where is your God? Some of the kids that's alive that made it out of this situation, they might be atheists after this because they saw people get unalive in front of them. And this young person asked them, where is their God? What's going to help them cling to faith after this situation? The ones that lived and saw the rest of their little friends get shot and hearing somebody yelling, where is your God? That's crazy. Okay, so, but legally, let's say, hold on. So, okay, somebody trying to explain that. By legality, he is a woman. So this is a woman saying it's a transgender male. Is that what you're saying? Is that what this is? A woman that's saying it's a man? Is that what that means? You can see the evil in his eyes. The eyes never lie. So, Ms. Collins, is this a man or a woman? I'm confused. That's a man. Okay. So when he said he's transgender, he's trying to go from man to woman. Okay, somebody explained it. The man, that he changed his name to a female at 17. His mother worked at the school attached to the church. Oh, okay. Okay. Where is your God? Probably hated God because he probably thought he was born into the wrong body. Where is your God? That's crazy.
Children and Where is Your God and Kill Donald Trump were written on a Rifle magazine. That's according to Kristi Noem. She also said, quote, our deepest prayers are with the children, parents, families, educators, and Christians everywhere. We mourn with them, we pray for healing, and we will never forget them. Now, there have been 415 hostile acts against the church across the country this year. There's also been a sharp rise in attacks on Christians over the past 7 years. Attacks have increased 730% since 2018. Now, the shooter fired through the windows of the church and did not enter the building. He later died by suicide. Ashley, Todd.
Lucas Tomlinson live for us. Lucas, thank you. In just a few hours, Minnesota officials are expected to give an update on the shooting as we learn more about the shooter and their motive.
The coward that shot these victims took his own life in the rear of the church. That coward has been identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman. No prior criminal history. As to the weapons used to perpetrate this horrific attack, there was a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. All three had been lawfully purchased by the shooter. At this stage, we believe that the shooter had acted alone. We are also aware of a manifesto that the shooter had timed to be released on YouTube. This manifesto appeared to show him at the scene and included some disturbing writings.
The shooting happened in Hennepin County, where Rich Stanek served as the sheriff. He joins us now. Rich, thanks for getting up and talking to us about this. I wish it was on better terms here, but you know what makes me the most sick about all of this, when you think about it, are those two kids who lost their lives. Their parents were putting them to bed for the last time the night before he was filming this horrific and disturbing manifesto about what he was going to do the next day. And that does not sit well with me. And I know it doesn't sit well with other parents. Did you ever think that something like this would happen where you served as sheriff?
You know, there really aren't words that can describe what happened yesterday here in Minneapolis. I mean, reprehensible, cowardice, and honestly, the third one I can't even say on live TV. And talking with first responders who were at the scene, they said it was horrific and ghastly. Young kids, parents, the most vulnerable parts of our society, a church service, young school-age children in school that first week celebrating together, and then you have something like this.
When you talk to your colleagues in law enforcement there on the ground in Minnesota,
2 dead and 17 injured. 2 dead and 17 injured. And they don't want us to start looking into behavior. I told you, it doesn't matter what somebody identify with. They cover up stories like this all the time because it hurts the image of a group that they want to make seem nice and dainty and flowery. Like, no, you got to watch behaviors of everybody, not just who in certain groups. Everybody who display this type of behavior needs to be called out in the same way across the board. This is way worse than what Rampage Jackson's son did, Roger Jackson. This is way worse than that. And we won't see the type of response because of who did it and who he's connected to. And this is a shame. It won't be on every news station. It won't be talked about the way it should be talked about. 17 kids and people that were at a Catholic church. They always talk about hate on certain groups. This is hate against the Christian religion. This is sad. They don't want Christians in America no more. They want it to be a free-for-all where everybody can do what they want. If we feel like a turkey, we can flap around and be a turkey. But we want somebody else to pay for it. And the Christians are the ones that are standing in the gap and not allowing it to go all the way psycho. And so I think there's an attack on Christianity and Christian males. They don't want us to make a mistake. When Christian males make a mistake and cheat and have sex or whatever, it's blown to like the worst thing in the world. But then we'll watch Usher kiss another man's wife, and we'll cheer for the woman who's getting it done to her and telling her, oh, well, my husband should understand. That's Usher. Because, you know, it's in our Bible not to honor our husbands. You know, we'll cheer for the stupidest things and the weirdest things, but then act like somebody's wrong for saying something else. It's weird. We hate Christianity. We attack people who even say, let's do the right thing. Let's try to do the right thing. The guy that's saying, let's try to do the right thing, boy, if he make a mistake, you can cancel him, boy. It's over with. But the dude that's openly saying, hey, I'm going to sleep with all you mother truckers, then everybody will just openly accept him. Well, at least he being honest, girl. At least he being honest. So that's what we should aspire to. No standards. Even the guy that made the mistake, if he admit to it, that's the honesty. Nobody can reach perfection, but admitting to the mistake, begging for the forgiveness, that is the actual honesty. It ain't honest to just say, I'm not going to have no standards. I'm just going to sleep with all y'all. That's not honesty. That's just knowing that by sheer numbers, I'm going to get a couple of y'all. It's not honesty. That's you going to get lonely. And that's what our societies have become to. It turned to that. We attack the people who at least tried to have a level of standard because we don't want none.
Had any of them heard anything about this killer before? In other words, was she on anybody's radar?
You know, I mean, the investigation will tell what exactly was the true motive. You've heard the FBI say they're looking at it as a domestic act of terrorism. You've heard them say they're looking at it as...
Is he a he or a she? Because if he changed his name, let's give him to the women. Women, that's a she. Don't you try to put him on us men. That's a she. Y'all said the goddamn on, we got to respect the wishes. So that's a she. That girl shot up that school, and that's wrong. Don't try to blame this on us men. They talking about he, she now. If he changed his name and identified it as somebody else, then that's a female. We know biologically it's not, but we gotta start asking some more questions now that you shot at children. We gotta start asking these people some more questions. Because remember, And this whole transgender thing was classified as something else prior to that. If somebody shooting up children is not mentally right. So we got to have a better conversation and maybe ask, are you mentally right in the head if you want other people to see you as something that you can't prove yourself that you are? We might have to have an old school conversation, because shooting at kids ain't gonna get it. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. You cannot shoot at anybody, but especially children in a church. We can't have that a part of our society. I'm sorry. We got to start looking at this thing as, we got to start having different conversations. Shooting at children? Come on now.
It's a hate crime. He really didn't have much of a criminal history. May have been a graduate of the school. Still a lot of facts that need to be dug up and brought to light. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. The horrific incident happened. Children are dead. 17 others were,
Now I better see you some bitches on TikTok. Damn it. I can't say what I want. I'm gonna have to go to Twitch. Fuck that. You some bitches on TikTok that was saying all that about Snoop Dogg because your little feelings got hurt because he didn't want to explain this to his child. I'm finna go on TikTok and I want to see the same outrage that you have for this celebrity Snoop Dogg. Kids got unalived. You guys got more smoke for people that hurt your feelings about not wanting to see something around children than actually people unaliving children. How does this make any sense? Say whatever you want. I'll file a lawsuit against YouTube. Man, Kwame, you said that a female and 90% of black women agree with it for voting for that. Yeah, that's a female. 90% of black women voted. 90%, shit, damn near everybody voted for. If they say that they're female, you got to call them a female. It's only when something bad happened, they want to give them to be a male. It's only when they hit a woman, that's a man. It's only when they do something like this, that's a man. But all the other times, we call them females. If one of these transgenders that they're calling cis women punch or goddamn or whatever, I don't know what they call them because I don't really know the terminology. But a man that's saying he's a woman, if that man that says he's a woman fight a woman, then they call him a man. If they do something illegal, then they call him a man. So are they women or are y'all just playing with their dysphoria until they do something you don't like? Come on, ladies. Y'all got to tell me. Can y'all fight these people one-on-one? Should we allow them to fight y'all in the cage and all this stuff? Because you keep saying they're women. So if they're women, they should be able to do everything women do. We know they can't have babies, but if they're women and y'all get struck by one of them, am I to just sit there and say, like I would do if it's a woman, let them fight, and then if it get too crazy, I just break it up? Or am I supposed to say, this is a man hitting a woman and intervene as if I would if it was a man, an actual man? Because I'm confused. Salute to you, Lee. What's bugging me, Kwame, they make it seem like this incident is isolated. This, to me, is organized effort again. Another trans killer, Christian victims again. Yeah. They want you not to think it's a trans when it is one. But I got to know. I hate you, other effort. But I just got to know. I got to know, ladies. I got to know. Are they only women when it suits the agenda and the narrative for you guys to all hold hands and act like you on the right side of agenda? Because of every time, if one of them trans say, well, what's up, bitch? What's up? And they punch one of y'all. Because I saw this video in McDonald's where a transgender male, he was a man that said he was a woman, and he beat Popeyes or McDonald's or something, and he beat the hell out of one of his employees, whipped this girl. I'm talking about beat her down. And I said, holy shit. And everybody was asking me like, Kwame, what would you do in that situation? And I would say, I wouldn't do nothing. Because if you touch one of them, they'll label it as a hate crime. If I have to intervene in a way and this man swings at me, then I give him one quick one. Are they going to give me a hate crime for protecting this woman? Because this woman that's pretending to be this man that's saying he's a woman has more protection than this actual woman. So if I intervene and help this woman, they can say I just hit this person because they're in this group. And that wouldn't be the reason why I hit him. It would be because he's beating the hell out of a woman. But you done told me, you done told this person, you done told the world that this is a woman. So now I don't know what the fuck to do if this person starts pummeling a woman. Hell, I don't even know what to do. Well, I know what I'm going to do because I'm going to try to avoid because I don't want no hate crime. But if a transgender male, if a man that's acting like a woman starts trying to fight with me, the first thing I'm going to do is leave. Not because I'm scared of that person. I'm scared of the laws and how they done got it so psycho that a man is no longer an apex predator. A man in today's society is the softest baby shit ever, unless you're white. Then you can Dana White their ass and sit them in a chair and go enjoy your slap league. But if you're any other race man, you're a black man especially, you better run from everything female. You better not bump into, you better not talk loud, you better not look like you can stand up and stop anything from fucking with you. Because anything that I know as an apex predator can stop anything from fucking with it. When it gets upset, it's supposed to say stop. We as men can't do that. And especially when it's transgender or anything like that, you better get yourself up out of there because they know, and you better know, and the laws know that your ass going to jail if you bump into one of them transgender. And they walk around moving like that too. Bitch, I'm transgender, bitch. I'm transgender, bitch. That's how they walk around. And this shit is sad. It's sad the attitudes that we're giving people based on the group that they identify with. That's the reason why so many people are walking around with ego. You guys are allowing spoiled children. That's what's given. It's giving the spoiled child effect. You're saying women are always right just because they're women. That don't even make no fucking sense. Transgenders and LGBT and all that, we know not to even look at that group the wrong way. The police do, everybody do. The J people, you better not wrong them or your ass gonna be going around the world apologizing. What other group you better not fuck with? Did I say black women? You better not fuck with them. You better not fuck with them black women. What other group? And them damn white liberal women. Them motherfuckers bust out crying, and every white man in America gonna be stomping your ass. Nigga, you got a white woman crying, motherfucker. Every guy, boy, I'm trying to tell you. So it's crazy. It's crazy out here. These groups are destroying us because we are not watching behavior. This behavior right here, if somebody did behavior like this back in the day, nobody would have gave a damn what group you identified with. You shot at children. You, your family, and everything about you about to get investigated because you killed yourself. So we got to figure out how this shit happened. Because this could teach us something in the future to prevent this from happening to another kid that might be transgender. Instead of blaming Trump, blaming somebody, picking on somebody, motherfucker, everybody gonna get picked on. I don't care what you identify as. If you think you're going to enter into elementary, middle, or a high school without these kids picking on you, you are absolutely nuts. I got picked on because how tall I was, how skinny I was, how black I was. Hell, I didn't know I was this dark until I moved to Brunswick. They started calling me African booty scratcher, Kunta Kinte. Man, I got called Manute Bowl, you ugly ass, dirty African. I got called every name under the sun. That's gonna happen. You gotta learn how to joke back. You gotta learn how to deal with bullies in life. That's life. You gonna people are gonna try to take advantage of you as a child and as an adult. That's just gonna happen. Can't no parent stop it. What you gonna do? Go to the school and beat the kids up? You're supposed to equip your kid with how to deal with a bully. Me, I was equipped that you warn a bully. Hey, look here, leave me alone, man. And if they just talking, you talk back to them. You roast back. And if they touch you, you hit first. That's it. If they look like they're going to touch you, fire that thing off. And you let me go up there and deal with the teachers. I'll homeschool a kid before I let them get bullied by somebody else. That's my answer to everything. You let them know, hey, look, we're not doing that. But if they want to joke, let me teach you how to joke, son. Most bullies are weak as soft as baby shit. That's the whole reason why they bullying you. All you got to do is find their weakness. Find out something about them. Everybody got a weakness. Just look at them and just observe them a little bit. You'll find out their weakness. It'll be very easy. And you exploit that weakness. And then you will see the bully turn out that he'll want to aggress you. And then you just be waiting for it. That's it. You always got to address a bully. It's going to be an altercation in life. It's going to fucking happen. So you better put your kids in wrestling, jiu-jitsu or something. Your boy, especially if he's supposed to be a provider and protector anyway, he's going to get into some altercations. That's just going to happen. KB, I'm going to start some in my opinion. The LGBTQ community is the most violent and protected community in the USA. And I feel like women protected LGBTQ folks more than kids itself. Could be wrong. Damn, Russ. Damn. Oh, I got another one. I called the African booty. I called the African booty scratcher to Kwame. I feel your pain. I got a whole square tape line. Hey, they call you African booty scratcher? Shit, fuck them. I tell my daughter, look here, baby girl. This is what you tell somebody that's picking on you about how dark you is. Just tell them, look here, don't worry about it. One day you're gonna work for my black ass, and walk off. Yeah, one day you're gonna work for my black ass. and that's probably going to happen. You just can't have your kid crash out. Just equip them with the tools that make them feel empowered. My daughter be happy to tell them niggas. My other daughter, just tell them they gonna catch these hands. You at a school with them white people, they scared of you. Tell them they gonna catch them hands if you keep talking to them. My daughter be like, you gonna catch these hands, you keep talking to me. And it works. Real talk, KB, salute to you, bro. Yeah, it works. You have a black girl telling white kids you gonna catch these hands. Yeah, they usually stop messing with her. Maybe it's toxic, but hell, she don't get bullied. Oh, this nigga said I couldn't wait to grow into my ear. Oh shit. Hey man, people gonna deal with all kind of shit. I remember my goddamn teeth fell out. My two front teeth fell out early, boy. I had them big spaces in between my teeth. Them shits fell out. Boom. So I just got the teeth on the side. I'm like, damn, I was gumming it up. And then them two teeth came in, and the two teeth on the side fell out right when the other one came. I said, God damn, I can't win for losing. And them motherfuckers came back in bigger than a motherfucker, boy. I don't know if everybody else, like my teeth was this size when I was young. They two big motherfuckers in the front. Boy, when them teeth come back big like that, I was looking at my daughters and shit like, yeah, I'm gonna have to spend about $20,000 that mouth, $10,000, yeah. Got her teeth. And then I had a daughter, teeth came in straight and perfect. I'm like, damn, I'm hating. KB had a wallet mouth. Yeah, I had that. Don't open your mouth. Every picture. Oh, a happy ass kid, but you ain't gonna see my teeth. Hey, that's how they ought to lock parents' ass up for that shit. If your parents, I done seen people that had the money to take care of their goddamn kids' mouth. That's some fucked up shit, man, for real. Y'all don't understand. That's messed up. If you a parent and your hair laced, I can't stand you mamas, daddies. If y'all together, both of y'all need to be kicked in the ass. They need to have a woman, swift kick the woman up in the ass. They need to have a man, boom, kick that nigga across the street. It be parents that be having nice Jordans. It be parents that be having goddamn on smooth cars, clean as a whistle, nice house. the woman hair always done and laid. She don't come outside unless she laid. And the dude always clean and kids mouth fucked up. What? I think you got to get that car back. Stop paying that high ass car note. Get some dental insurance. $15 a month, Cigna insurance. It's sad how we be having our kids' teeth jacked up around here. Everybody got little chrome gold teeth with chrome teeth in their goddamn mouth. Little babies with peppers on look like thugs in the hood. What the? How this little motherfucker got pepper on and he got 3 gold teeth already? That motherfucker 3 years old still wearing a pamper with 3 gold teeth. What? 1 gold teeth a year? How the hell is this boy teeth rotting already? I heard a little rotten mouth mother trucker, but dang, this is the epitome of it. This little boy, three gold teeth looking like a thug. And they be laughing. He already looked like his daddy. Let me get in my goddamn cuz. I hate you. You fucking my little cousin up. Cuz I hate you. Put my goddamn car in drive. Get away from this shit. KB, you ain't shit for that. A baby and Pampers with gold teeth. Man, you think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I be looking at that. I was like, God damn. Baby look like Trick. I'm telling y'all think I'm bullshit. That's some southern stuff. They talking about the baby look like Trick Daddy. Oh shit. I don't want to get you flagged, player, but watch he say some shit that can get me flagged. I don't want to get you flagged, player. So can we talk about that question, about the question on your backup channel? Because we can't tiptoe around. We gotta be real. Salute, player. Yeah, we can talk on the news and reviews channel about that shit. And then if we get too spicy, we going over to Twitch. We going to Twitch if we get too spicy. The way these jokers have to be. But we definitely can open up a panel and talk about it. And a part of the panel discussion, we gotta ask these questions. I want to ask the ladies, do a child have anything to do? What does a man do? Because I think there's this notion that women are telling kids that your father is supposed to actively pursue you, even if the child is not showing signs that they want that relationship. And I'm telling you, as a man, I'm not going to do that. I'll try. If a child continues to ignore me, I'm not going to continue calling you. It takes two to tango. And I think it's a man's job to show a young lady that if you treat a man like that in real life, there's no man going to chase you. Not one of any ilk that's real. A man is not going to chase you around. So I believe it's my job as the first man to show you what an actual man would do instead of you hearing it from a woman and what she's telling you, what this ideal of what a real man is supposed to do. Because a man does what he wants, and it varies from man to man. So I don't know why some women tell their children these blanket statements that there's some little written code of what a real man would do. There is no written code of what a real man would do. And I wish they would stop saying this type of shit. It's an individual case-by-case basis thing. Most men do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they set their lives up accordingly. And that's, if you want to reach that true pinnacle of what being a man is, that's what you want to get to. They block the true nature of most men with all of these rules and stipulations and all this shit that we have in society. But the true nature of a man is to be able to do what the fuck we want to do. And I don't take too kindly of a woman saying what a man should do and would do and supposed to do, because you're not a man. And I don't think a woman would take too kindly of me saying or instructing my child on what a woman should do or what a woman is. So I think we got to get that respect back in order. I think more men need to step up and start saying what a man would do, because I know me as a man, I want to do what the fuck I want to do. And I think that's most men true nature. Does that mean? And some people hear that and they find something egregious and nasty in that. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's the true nature of a man. You leave us to our own understanding, and we want all y'all women, not just one of y'all. We want all y'all. We can make sure y'all design and do something for us and help make everything we do. We want all of you. But because you want us to just have one of you and you love us, we'll some of us will dumb it down for just you. Y'all ladies already come equipped with, hey, I just want one guy, one man to do this. Some, not all. I can't tell every woman what they want. But that's what some women say they want. But I can tell you all women, men were wired since we were little. We just pick up this toy, that's mine. This toy, that's mine too. And this toy over here is mine. And all the toys we can collect as long as we can protect them and keep other kids from touching them mother. Because you ever seen babies in a playpen? The little boys, they'll grab every toy out of the other boy's hand. It could be over there, they not playing with it. They see you touch it. Oh, this nigga done touched my toy. God, nigga. Give me this damn toy over here, nigga. See a baby over here touching. You ever seen them big babies snatching toys and shit there? I be like, hey, boy, you not even playing with that toy. That's my toy. I'm just telling you. That's how we really feel. That's how we really feel. So I want to add that to the list too. They call me Bubba Lip Black Monkey. They called you a Bubba Lip Was you traumatized from that, bro? Bubble Lip Black Monk, that's crazy. When my daughter get picked on by the height, I just be like, shit, I feel bad. I be like, look here. They just jealous of you, baby. My daughter tall as hell. I be like, every time I see her, I'm like, Lord, I hope she stop growing right now. Them little short niggas gonna be picking on her like a mother truck. I don't want to go to jail for macing a kid. Lord have mercy.
Shot. And that's just one part of a series of tragic homicides in the city of Minneapolis in just 24 hours or less. There were 5 people killed, 4 different shootings. A mass shooting just less than 20 hours before this, 2 miles away from this elementary school out in front of a high school. And, you know, we can do so much better as residents of Minneapolis.
Beautiful, you ain't married yet, are you, beautiful? You ain't got that ring on your finger yet.
Minneapolis, the public, everybody wants to help. Some people don't know quite how to help, but just be supportive.
You know, the age of this person is something that comes into question for me, 21, 23 years old. And I'm just wondering, can the parents be held accountable for anything that happened?
I pray to God she stopped, Miss Collins. She is 10 years old and she's 5'5". So she got to stop, and she got to stop quick. How tall were you at 10? M.A. Taylor talking about run them up. Yeah, beautiful one. You ain't got that damn ring on yet, do you? Is it tight? Can that motherfucker slip off? Shit, goddamn. She ain't never said that before. Shit. And the things you find out. Damn it.
Here, or is the age, since this person was over the age of 18, can they not be held accountable?
I think, again, you know, the facts will come out through the intense investigation by federal, state, local law enforcement. But it appears from what the Minneapolis police chief said that the guns were purchased illegally, not through a straw buyer, not something like that. But they're going to look at all those things. The fact of the matter is this suspect, if he was age 22, 23.
I'm not sharing these. You gotta stay at that whole house. Baby oil 69 guard. You like effing plenty holes, mutt. All the thing I got to say to that is Golden State 4-15. Good life. Who hurt you? Yeah. She was just talking about her personal belief. Damn, who hurt you, Golden? Yeah, who hurt you, girl? Lord have mercy. You talking about he looked like oh yeah, look at them ears. He got picked on, man. Yeah, he tried to grow hair and become a girl to cover up them damn ears. Well, yeah, he done got called Dumbo. He got that big ass jawline. I can pick on him now. He shot at kids. Fuck this mother. But yeah. He should have just been a nice person. 5'5" at 10. I'm a dude. I was 5'6" and a half at 12. And I was tall. I ended up being 6'3". No, don't say that. Oh shit. Oh Lord, don't say that. 6'3". Oh no. Shit, I done had a Brittany Griner ass daughter. Cause her mama 5'10", 5'11". Her mama 5'10", 5'11". I'm 6'11". 7 foot. Damn, if she's 6'3", I gotta get another shotgun. I gotta get another job to give her. She is an Amazon. If she gonna be 6'3", God, to be more careful. KB, you got the next A'ja Wilson. She doing the man. She don't even like sports. Her mama got her into a girly girl. She want me to take her to get her nails done and shit. Now the only thing she want to do is swing on me, beat me up and shit, play wrestle. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put her big tall ass in boxing or something. I need to let her meet Carissa Shields or somebody that's kicking ass. Let her big tall ass be a boxer. I don't want her to be in the WNBA. Shit, I don't want her goddamn with no girlfriend coming to my house. Talking about this my girl, nigga. No. I want some grandkids. So, and it's not because of that community. I want some grandkids. If she cheat on her with a man, then that's cool. I'm cool with that then. As long as she cheat on her ass and get a baby, I'm cool. She could be with whoever she wants. Just cheat on her at least once. But other than that, get married. And so I want her to be a boxer. Carissa Shields got a man. Yeah, she got papoose. I'm just thinking out loud. Y'all hearing me. Sorry about that. Yeah, what sport I could put her in and shit? No, I don't want her to play volleyball. They're going to be looking at her and shit. She can't wear armbros at volleyball. Play tennis? Hell no. Serena Williams done lost her goddamn mind and lost all that weight and booty. She looking like a scarecrow. And then goddamn put them needles all in her face. They fucked that girl up. Nope, don't want her to play that. I just think I want her to get smart, finish school, and I'll just let her work for my landlord company. Yeah. I think I'm gonna protect my daughter. She got a gymnastics. Man, how she gonna jump on the little gymnastic beam when she can damn near stand up on the damn shit from the ground? I was always tall, but I stopped growing at 13. Lord, please help us stop growing at 13. Shit. Softball, man, her batting range gonna be so big that she gonna strike out every time. Model? Hell no. So she could run in the P. Diddy, he could drag her across the hotel floor? Fuck that. No, hell no. That modeling shit, it's a whole sex-driven bull crap. Let Usain Bolt trainer, she flat-footed like a mama. I don't know what she can do. She gonna just work for my company. Now, she loves swimming all the goddamn time. She loves swimming. Now, we might be able to get into swimming. Deanna Preston said, talk to y'all later. Time for 11 a.m. Bible study. Salute to 11 a.m. You must be in Texas because it's already almost 12. Salute to you, though. Yeah, you got to be Tennessee or Texas. Or Alabama. Because Destin, no, that's Florida. swimming, but yeah, she got to wear them little small ass bathing suits and shit. Damn, I don't know what to put her in. I'm gonna put her in politics so she can wear pantsuits her whole life like Hillary Clinton. That's what we're gonna do. Pantsuits it is.
Is a legal adult here in Minnesota in this country, and it's just tragic how this came to this. I'm sure they're going to find mental health issues. They're going to find patterns of behavior that weren't quite right. The question is, who did what when they learned about it? Who did they talk to? Who did they report it to? I saw, like many of you, his manifesto posted online yesterday afternoon. You watch that 11 minutes of it like I saw, and you'll go, something is definitely wrong here. We can do so much better.
And to that point, Rich, Melania Trump speaking out following yesterday's horrific event, saying there needs to be some kind of preemptive intervention. And she's referring in large part to the mental health aspect of this. I'd like to focus on the law enforcement. I was listening to Trace Gallagher's show, and he had an individual, Aaron Cohen, on saying he's starting a program that basically has AI scouring the web for any possible warning signs. Would that help find and stop a potential killer like this well before they even think about doing something as horrific as this?
Well, law enforcement will tell you, the FBI will tell you that mental illness is a factor in many of these people who act out like this, and it's not the first time. This suspected shooter was not shy about using social media. As you know, he posted this and timed it so that it would be released after the shooting happened and maybe his death. I'm sure they're going to find a long trail of information about him and his motives. And again, why didn't somebody intervene? Why didn't somebody say something? We always find out afterwards. We do it kind of autopsy without blame, going back to an investigation to figure out why it happened, how it happened, who knew, and what can we do to do better, lessons learned. But it doesn't change the fact that these 2 young kids are dead, 17 others wounded. This community is in mourning. I was born and raised in this community. I spent 40 years as a police officer in the city of Minneapolis and Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. My colleagues who were at the scene, again, horrific and ghastly. No easy way to describe it.
And you, like Ashley said, we pray for the families, but to this point about AI, there have to be some breadcrumbs that AI can work with law enforcement to find.
We've got technology coming out of our ears with everything else. I don't know why we can't do it with that.
Rich Stanek, thanks for your time.
The technology.
The technology been out. We got the technology for that. We got the technology for it. We don't want the technology. We don't want to do right. We want this chaos. We should have a cop at every single school. Why would there not be a cop at every single school? It don't make sense. Y'all said on Nightcap, Teron Lou said something. I want to see Teron Lou. Was it Nightcap, y'all? Video or live? Let's see. Videos. Let's see the live. Let me see what y'all saying. Using AI is dangerous. What is it? Dangerous precedent. Dangerous precedent. I almost fucked that up. AI is a dangerous precedent. Why you say that? Because, man, I be using ChatGPT like a mug to tell me if I'm in danger now. I've been documenting all the censorship laws in the UK and Australia. Be careful, folks. So you don't really think AI ChatGPT is good? Because at first I was against it, but then I used it. Man. You believe it was Nightcap? Hell no. I don't want her to play basketball, young. Club Shay Shay. Young Candace Parker. No, hell no. Sound like you got a young Candace Parker or Lisa Leslie on your hand. That's a good thing for your girl. But if she's go boxing, you need Layla Ali, the real woke. Oh shit, man. Here you go. Hey man, I'm not finna. You know what? Papoose and Carissa Shields gonna pull up on this live now. Keep talking. He says on Club Shay Shay. All right, let me find it. Oh, Shay. Oh, he went off on LeBron James right here. Let me put my name in there with it. Because it's 2 hours and 53 minutes. Damn, he went off on Tyloo on LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Kawhi. No timestamp, huh? When I put my name in it, it go to Dreamers Pro. Or this other dude that say I'm attacking. I notice they put my name in attack and a lot of stuff.
Sacrifice.
We know he's the elite scorer, and when you pair him with what they already got, Şengün, and they got Van Fleet, and they got Thompson, what do you guys need to do, Tyloo, to make sure you guys are playing in the conference final?
Let me speed this thing up. And the way I roasted Shannon Sharp, I need to put something up here. I don't know if he might flag me. Is that too ugly? That's too ugly to have up there. Don't want to scare nobody off. I done took down most of my overlays. Put a face of his friend up there.
With a chance to go to the NBA Finals.
I think the biggest thing for us is just health. I think, we started the season, I can see, Zoo was great.
Yeah.
Leader, as a camp, he's healthy. He's a monster.
Right.
But us being healthy, I think.
Y'all got a time step?
Too,
right.
Because he's going to draw 2 or 3 guys, and he can bad option.
Right. That's not what we need here, because he's not. It's going to be Kawhi. It's going to be James Harden. And I think he struggled. Like you said, he's had good numbers, but I think he struggled because when you go from 30 to 18, that's a big, and people look at you different. They talk about you different.
Right. But the talk really doesn't matter because you don't know how the team is structured and how they want to play.
Okay.
Man, you know what? That's a coach. You know what Teron Lue say? The talk don't matter. Y'all just fans. Just because y'all think the only thing that's important for a guy to do on the basketball court is score, that does not necessarily mean that's what the team needs. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes we need you to score less points because then you can give more energy and effort on the other end of the court. That will help us win if you let this young kid like Cortez, he would be a younger power forward than I would have been if he came into the league. Hey, big fella, we need to save you for later because especially if you got to battle injuries, we need to save you for later down the stretch. And we need this young fella to come along. So we need this young fella to average 9-10 points. So we need you to average 18. We don't need you to average 25. We don't need you to try for that. We need you to help the team win. Less is more. You put some time in with this young fella, show them the ropes and show them how to be a pro. And that's good enough for the actual team, not for the fanfare and that want to count up stats on players so they can make their history marks. That's not how the NBA go. It's not how it's supposed to go.
He might took a backseat to KD and Book like, listen, I'm gonna guard the best player. You know, if y'all need me, I'm gonna be here. But I don't think, you know, with our team, he'll get lost in the sauce because James is such a great passer.
Yes.
He makes it easier for everybody to play the game. And we're gonna need him to score. We don't need him to come in and try to be somebody else. We need him to be who he is. You know, and so keeping him involved and engaged offensively is gonna be huge for us because he can do a lot of stuff. He can cut, catch and shoot, he can come off screens, he can handle the balls as secondary, ball handler. So he can do a lot of things offensively. And so we want him to come in and be who he is, not trying to fit in.
Chris Paul, you bring him back. What are your expectations? Because I think CP going into his 20th season, and he's still a quality assist guy. Now he's not the scorer that he once was, but you might not need him to give you that offense, but you need somebody that can move the ball. He is a pure point guard. He's looking to pass the ball first. What are your expectations from CP?
Yeah, kind of the same thing with Bradley Beal, just being who you are. And, when you get older in age and you played so long in the league, your main goal is to win. And so I think they're at the point in their careers where we just want to win, whatever it takes. But, CP, being 40 years old and playing 82 games last year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, so
nobody plays 82 anymore, unless you Mikal Bridges.
Right. And so he's done a great job as far as just changing his diet, how he eats, how he trains. And he's going to be huge for us, I think, for our young guys, as far as, teaching them how to work, teaching them how to be professional. And then, like you said, being a hell of a passer and creator. And he takes care of the basketball. He doesn't turn the ball over. So that's huge for us.
But you do realize when you bring these players in, combined with the players that you already have, expectations goes up exponentially.
Yeah.
You know what's expected of you guys. And you guys just have to.
Man, T. Lue not worried about no expectations of what y'all outside of the classroom talking about. Ain't nobody worried about what no people outside of the classroom talking about. They worry about who in the side of the classroom and what it takes to make win. You don't get no 40-year-old is moving the needle on what they think the Clippers is going to do anyway. Chris Paul, although he's a great player, people are thinking that, hey, he might get injured. He played 82 games for the Suns. That wasn't even in the thick of things. Now, Bradley Beal, people are probably more excited about Bradley Beal. But, hey, he's a good player, but we got to see it mix in to turn it into winning game. They think names on the back of the jerseys equate to wins, and that's not true. It got to be some cohesiveness. It's a team game. People keep forgetting that. You let football players talk about basketball, and then you'll think just because some name signed to the actual team, then that means they'll win a championship. Well, hell, if the 2004 Lakers didn't teach you that, they had all the names: Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. Who else? They had Derek Big Play Fisher. They had who else did they have? I mean, you name it, the Lakers had it, and they lost. They lost. So it's not about the names. They had Rick Fox. Who else? You just keep it going. And we're just going off names. Yeah, they had Gary Payton, the whole nine. Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaq and Kobe all on one team. If you talking about some names, you never would have thought that team would have lost. When they look back at the history books and look at the names on that Laker team, they're going to say, what? They lost? You compare it to the Detroit Pistons team, and you'll be like, what? They lost? Oh, yeah, they had Robert Horry still. You'd be like, what?
To be the oldest team in the NBA. See, God, how'd that happen?
If you don't have expectations, you don't have a chance to win.
Okay.
And so you should never shy away from that. As a coach, you should be running to that.
Right.
Having a chance to compete for a championship. That's all you can ask for.
Right.
Just having a chance to compete, because it's, about 20 teams that come in every season and they don't have a chance to really win.
Great.
And so for me, I think we really have a real shot. Like I said, with the guys we acquired this summer, had a hell of a game. He was sitting courtside, like thumbs up, like winking at me. I said, "Oh, like you know what I'm saying?
Let me keep this up."
And they say I get traded to the Lakers. Man, I 12. Keon Clark at 13, and then for 15 they're supposed to take me. They took Matt Harpering, and
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, from Georgia Tech. And then I think 16 was Michael Dixon. But then Michael Dixon went 14, and then Bryce Drew went 16.
Okay.
And I was supposed to win 16th, and I didn't do that. So then when you don't know, you kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Now all of a sudden you thought 15, you don't go 16,
Yeah.
17, 18. So
Right.
you start sliding. You're like, damn, did I make the right decision? Right. I've heard a lot of people say in today's game, the way it's being played and the way it's being officiated today, Jordan at his apex, how many points would he average
today?
Yeah.
Oh man, 45.
You bull jobbing, T. Lue?
What you mean? You can't touch nobody. It's a foul. So, I mean, you got the best player in the world. You know what I'm saying? You got the best player in the world.
45, T-Lou.
What, he averaged 36 one year?
He averaged 37.
37.
Yeah.
So yeah, add 8 to that. Because every time you get touched, it's 2 free throws.
Right.
You know, so I mean, like the zone stuff could be a difference. And you know, like back then with illegal defense, but yeah, I mean, I don't see like it wouldn't be a year he wouldn't average 45.
Wow.
You couldn't touch nobody. I mean, you can't touch nobody now. So like the physicality's, you know, pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Anything you go into the free throw line and just how smart he was. And
Right.
you know, especially nowadays, like take advantage.
So how good are these guys really if the coach of the NBA currently is saying in this generation, you can't touch nobody? All this athletic ability, all this skill that they say they got, you have an NBA coach saying, I mean, MJ would average 8 more points. I think it's a little more, but he's saying he would average 45, which is not a far cry from the 38 that he averaged that one year. But he's saying he would average 45 because the coach is saying you can't touch anybody in this tissue paper league. MJ averaged 38 through Gary Payton grabbing him his hip and trying to direct him on which way he wanted him to go through hand checking and rooting the guy off the spot. MJ was so quick, them guys couldn't even get their hand on him. And when they would get their hand on him, he would just rise up. It would be guys still trying to chuck him, and he'd be shooting shots and getting to the free throw line. That's how quick he was. And explosive with his jump. So, man, MJ up under today's rules, where you got to almost get out the way of a guy, I think he'd average 50. Easy. I think he'd average 50.
And these guys, you know, just far as just IQ alone.
Right. What's some of the best advice Jordan gave you?
So when I first came to Washington, you know, so I was in the triangle for 2 years on the field. So when I came to Washington, I was like, man, I guess I got turned loose. Now I can just play my game, and you know. So when I got there, like I was just playing with pace, pushing it, you know, just not understanding really how to play the game,
right?
But just playing the game. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so he just taught me like, you know, different reads, how to run the pick and roll. If a guy's playing you like this, you know, do this. It should be your counter. And he gave me a lot of confidence.
Right.
You know, I think shooting the basketball, because you know I can shoot, but you know when he kick it out to you, like Jordan passed you the ball, you're like, oh, like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, I don't care if you miss 5 in a row. If you open, you got to shoot it.
Right.
And gave me that confidence. Which the second year when I was there, I was like second in the league in 3-point shooting. Wow. But it all came from that first year.
Right.
And I don't think I had the confidence that I needed, like I said, to play with Jordan.
Right.
And he gave me that confidence. So going to that second year, I was like, man, I was pissed off because I didn't play the way I wanted to play. I thought I was going to be the starter. Chris Whitney came in, did a hell of a job. He was a starter. He played well. And then Larry Hughes came in. And then I think that second year, I came in with a chip on my shoulder. We got a training camp. Like, I'm coming in to be the starter.
Right.
And that happened for me. But it all came from that first year. Jordan gave me confidence to be the player I wanted to be.
Was he hard on players?
Yes.
Too hard?
No.
I remember a situation with T. Lou as well, where I think Doug Collins kind of effing with him because he would always try to pick out something to find a reason why something happened. And T. Lou was one of our most in shape guys. This jugger was always in shape. Come to training camp, cut, always ready to run, ready to work. Never was a problem. But he would eat candy. And I think Phil said something to him. How we supposed to win? You eating candy? Fuck. I mean, I'm not Phil. Doug Collins. How we supposed to eat? You eating candy? Fuck. I mean, you around here chewing up all this candy. How we gonna win? You gotta get your body fat down, isn't that? Man, T. Lou came back that next year. I guess he stopped eating candy. That motherfucker came back looking like the ultimate warrior, boy. And man, he was, and that's how I think also that gave him confidence. He was pissed off. It lit a fire up on him for Phil, not Phil. I keep saying Phil, but Doug disrespecting him like that. And he came back in super shape, and that's what he's talking about. That second year, he wasn't missing.
I mean, if you do your job, you ain't got to be hard on me. Just do your job.
Right.
You know, so like, if you come in every day and do your job,
right,
I can't be hard on you.
Right.
You know, but if you slacking, if you bullshitting, like, yeah, he wasn't taking that. He wasn't gonna tolerate that. You know, and so.
So he was almost like he was a player coach.
Yeah, on the floor.
Right.
Like if you slacking, you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
He's gonna call you out. He's gonna challenge you. You know, if you can't handle the challenge, then you just can't play.
Right. Because look, he took a 17-year-old kid from Glenn Academy in Kwame Brown. And Kwame is a 6'11". He was, you know, and everybody said, well, you took this guy. But I mean, by most draft boards, Kwame was the best player coming out that year.
A phenom.
Yes.
Kwame was
6'11", could run up and down the court. I mean, he had it all.
First step, can drive, can pass, you know, like I said, run the floor.
I don't know what they talking about. I could just run the floor. I could do everything with the basketball. Still could do it now. I would run the point guard spot in high school. I don't know what they talking about. I would literally grab the ball off the rim and I'm gone. And I'm faster than the point guard and everybody on the court. So I don't know why they trying to make me this runner. I wasn't just no damn runner. You could give me the ball and get the fuck out the way. But when you got MJ, ain't nobody getting the ball. I'm gonna tell you that, right? You heard what T. Lou said, nigga. That's how you felt when MJ passed you the ball. You like, oh shit. You trained to get it back to him. Then you just take one dribble, get that bitch back to him. Or as a big, you initiate a dribble handoff with him. You like, I gotta get this ball back to MJ. That's the notion that you have in your head. If Kobe give you the ball, you got the notion in your head that, damn, he finna come get this motherfucker back. But Kobe coming to get it back. He yelling, hey! And it was different for Tyronn Lue because if M kicked him the ball, it's usually not a lot of time on the clock. So you gotta go ahead and take that shot. But at times I do understand what he talking about because you be looking like shit, nigga, this M. I'm gonna get him this ball right back. You know what I mean?
Or he's athletic, can do everything, can do everything. But, when you put a young kid in that situation, I was 4 or 5 years older than Kwame.
Right.
You put me in that situation, I was already scared to play with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, exactly,
So
yes.
if you put a 17, 18-year-old kid with Michael Jordan and then you're number one pick, so the expectations
are through the roof.
Yeah, and so that's hard. That's hard for anybody. I've seen guys that are, great players and guys that, 10
all-stars and all NBA.
Play with LeBron and, get to Cleveland, couldn't make a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like scared to death. So you can imagine like an 18-year-old Kwame, and Kwame was talented, he was skilled, and he had great years. He played 12 years, 13 years.
Yes.
And he was a really good player, and so people look at, what he should have done from an expectation of being a number one pick, playing with Jordan, but Jordan put a lot of
If let's just say for the sake of argument, he's still the number one pick and he goes somewhere else. Does his career turn out different, you think?
I think so. Because now he's being featured, the mistakes he's made, the mistakes
I know so. Because the number one draft pick gets featured. The first thing he said was he would have got featured. He wouldn't have been at this thing called the Dunker. Hello? He right there. Oh shit! Hold on, let me put it on mute. Hey man, when you get some shit contractors, I got my people fixing this shit now. I had to show it to you when this fade thing ain't on. God, dog, no waterproofing, no nothing. Oh, that pissed me off. But yeah, like I was saying, what my boy T. Lou, we called him T. Lou. What T. Lou talking about is any number one draft pick, Blanchero from the whole nine, even Anthony, I don't think Anthony Bennett was featured either. They had Kyrie Irving. But a number one draft pick is supposed to be featured. They're supposed to get the keys to the castle, and it's your ship to sink. And that only way you sink the ship is by your play. In my particular situation, we had MJ come back, and they started giving me the keys. Boy, they were handing me the key. They were telling me what they were going to do. We're going to draft this player. We're going to draft this point guard. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. They were asking me questions like, where would you like the ball at? I like the ball on the left side so I can go to the middle and get to the middle of the court. I said, but if I get the ball on this right side, I like to drive left anyway, so as long as I got room. Back then, I didn't like the post up. I liked it to be at that pinch post area where I can drive by a guy so they couldn't put their body on me and be stronger than me. And when MJ came back, they did the exact opposite. Everywhere I didn't want to be, they put me. They got these big ass dudes that's way stronger than me, pushing me in the post, hitting me all in the neck and the back. And so I'm telling them, look, I don't want the ball to wrestle with these big motherfuckers down here. I'm too skinny. I want to catch them outside and go around them. And they're like, you're going to be in the way. So they said, go to the dunker. Because my jump shot wasn't as consistent yet. So I went to the fucking dunker, and that's it. When MJ came back, they started saying, get the hell out the way. Go to the dunker. And we're going to trade you. And then once I didn't get traded for Elton Brand, shit, they started playing the mental games, and I don't care who you are. Like Teron Lewis saying, I'm not a fucking machine. With you sitting out, not developing your game, with people constantly fucking with you, you're not going to be the same player. You're not going to want to shoot the ball. It wasn't until I got to Charlotte with Paul Silas, and you could see it when Paul Silas got there. After I got that whole ankle twist situation under control with wearing Tyson Chandler's shoes, Paul Silas said, you got to shoot the fucking ball. I don't know who deprogrammed you into not wanting to shoot the ball. You catching the ball in the paint and you're throwing it out to guards. Why the fuck are you doing that? So in the middle of the game, I'll get an offensive rebound, and which would normally be a putback dunk. I didn't want to get fouled. I didn't want to pass. I just wanted to shit. Y'all told me to rebound, so I just throw it out. So Paul Silas was like, come sit on the bench. And anytime I would do that, he would take me out of the game, sit on the fucking bench. And I'd be like, what the fuck? You actually want me to shoot the ball now? He was like, yeah, you better shoot the fucking ball. That's the only way you're going to be in the game. So I said, oh, okay. So then I started shooting the ball, started playing well. And then next thing you know, I'm only playing 2 quarters. Because I guess with Kwame, I'm supposed to be, they had me on some minutes restriction shit because they did not want me to play well. It seemed like every time I started playing well, always something happened. So then they started playing me the first quarter. And you can go look this shit up. I don't know why everybody keeps saying I'm lying. I started playing the first quarter, and then I would not get back in the game until the third quarter. And I played most times the whole third, and then I wouldn't play anymore. And I'm like, damn. I went to coach. I said, man, why am I only playing 2 quarters? I went to I think I went to Oak. I'm like, oh, why the fuck am I only playing 2 quarters? He said, man, there's some bullshit going on, but nigga, just get double in 2 quarters then. That's how Oak thing. That's what Oak with anything. He don't want nothing to sound like no excuse. He like, it is what it is. Like, it's some bullshit. But despite of all that, get it in 2 quarters then. So I started getting doubles in 2 quarters. And so they was like, what the? And so all the commentators started going, well, I mean, it's a contract year. I mean, he wants to finally play for money and this and that. I'm like, nigga, we all play for money. What the hell are you talking about? It's called the business of basketball. Why are you changing the lingo when it's me? Oh, yeah. I mean, he just wants to. I mean, this is his best year. Like, no, this is not my best year. This is the year you niggas gave me the ball. And they had no choice. The whole team got hurt. Jack got hurt. Tyrus Thomas got hurt. Sakana Diop got hurt. And who else was on the team? Big man. Out of Chicago. So not Samaki Walker. It wasn't Samaki Walker. Who was it? Dark-skinned brother, cool cat, African out of Chicago. What was his name? I can't remember this joker name. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't remember his name. He a cool motherfucker. Had a nice smooth jump shot. He played. Where did he play at? Y'all can look it up. Anyway, but yeah, he got hurt, and so the whole team was pretty much hurt. So it was just me. I was like the only shit. Oh, he went to Kentucky. What was his name? Nazi Muhammad. That's who it was. Nazi Muhammad. Nazi Muhammad was on that team. He got hurt, so I wouldn't have even played if all of those guys did not get hurt. It would have been the same song and dance. Kwame playing a few minutes here and there and not playing. It wasn't till everybody got hurt and they're seeing me go down to Miami, get 24 and 14, go to Detroit, put up 18 and 12 and 2 quarters, go to LA. And I was doing the same thing when I went to Detroit Pistons. I would sit 4 or 5 games, don't play. We'll go play a team that got 2 big men. And this is why I don't like this average talk that they be talking about. In the NBA, you got to always, nigga be aware is what we say. Nigga be aware. Because you got to be aware of your job. So you got to always be ready. So when you sitting on the bench, you're not playing, you got to be ready to play. So your averages, you can't worry about that as a bench player because the coach control when you get in the game and when you don't, when you play, when you don't. So you can't worry about your average. Your average don't always tell you everything. But they pretty much played me in Detroit when they had a big man that nobody else could deal with. And so when I was with Detroit, Andrew Bynum and Gasol was out there together. And I think I didn't play for I think I was out of shape too. Shit, I was coming back from an injury. I was tired. I was out of shape. I was 285 pounds. Right now, this is my playing weight. I'm like 269, 271. And I like to be at that 270. I don't like to get over 275. But at this time, I was like 285. So I'm working my way down. And Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol is on the same team. And I think we beat him. And I think I had 19-9 against Gasol and Andrew. But they be looking at that like, oh my God, he had 19-9 against Andrew and Paul. And I'm like, who the fuck is Paul? Like, I have no problems when you give me the fucking ball. Like, I'm used to battling Chris Webber. I'm used to battling Jermaine O'Neal. What is his name? Al Harrington. I'm used to battling those monsters. Carlos Boozer. Guys that's going to give it to you on both ends of the court. So I'm not worried about a Gasol. He was just shooting jump shots. And if you look at the game, you can see you could leave anybody on the island with me. Like, my feet was quick enough to stand in front of them, and I'm strong enough that you're not going to go through me. So Andrew, Gasol, Shaq, Yao, whoever it was, Tim Duncan, I didn't care. So just leave me with them, and I'm going to figure it out. And there's not players in the league like that no more. Don't nobody want to be left alone with these guys. They don't even want to play defense. And then I used to get mad at the coach. I'm like, motherfucker, I got hands too. You're going to have me. You know how demoralizing it is for you to guard somebody that get the ball 21, 22 times a game and you only get it when somebody throw you a lob or something. It's like, no. Let me put some pressure on this motherfucker too so he can think about what he going to do to me on this other end. And not for nothing, let him shift his feet. Let me hit him with my shoulder, and I guarantee you I'm going to get a foul on him or something. And so that's what my thing. And once they label you something, they label you this bust, then it's like, why would we give you the ball? Why would you want to be? You're not a basketball player. You're just here to do this one thing. And so I never liked those labels. Those labels are corny. You got to be able to be a basketball player. So Paul Silas took a guy that didn't even want to look at the basketball rim because they deprogrammed big men into just being rebounders and runners so that these guards could just shoot shots. Paul Silas took a guy that they mentally was fucking with to the point where I didn't even want to look at the rim. And you can see when I came in the league, I was shooting the hell out the goddamn ball. Paul Silas took that guy because he had to, not because he wanted to, because he had to, because I was the only big man left. And with a little bit of work, with a little bit of you got to shoot it, just look at some of those games in Charlotte, and they was double teaming me and all kind of shit, and I was supposed to be a bust, and that kind of could be a glimpse of what would have happened if I could have played while I was athletic as hell and healthy and being able to jump through the rim. I know for a fact it would have been a totally different outcome. Just like Tyronn Lue made a great point where he had veterans in the league that sat on a team with LeBron and somehow they can't shoot anymore. And it's because it's hard when you're just standing in a corner when a guy got a ball all day. But the thing about me is life go on. If you notice, this is one of the topics that they're going to talk about for years to come. And the only way they want me to talk around the topic is to act like there's something that I could have done different, or the only thing I could have done different was get drafted by a different team, because the outcome would be the same for any player in that draft that would have got drafted to the Washington Wizards. Just they married themselves to Kwame Brown with that pick, but then they was cheating with a new wife like MJ, because MJ was a better wife. You know, he the right now wife. So it's not going to work out. A man get married and he got a little wife on the side, or a little thing on the side. He can't focus on what he just committed to, and they couldn't focus. So I wasn't focused. I didn't want to be in Washington. I don't want to be nowhere I wasn't wanted. I was ready to get the fuck on. I thought I was going to Jason Kidd. I wish like hell I would have got traded to Jason Kidd, because it would have been on. It would have been fucking on. I was just raw talent. Just imagine if they would have tried to develop that raw talent. Everything I knew how to do, I taught myself. I didn't go to college. They didn't show me no footwork. They didn't work with me with no guys showing me the jump shot. They didn't do none of that. It was just, okay, we got MJ back. You sit your ass over here. So everybody who was there talks about development and development. And yes, if I would have went to New Jersey with a guard like that and being able to be mentally able to know that they want me there so I can flourish. And yeah, I'm going to do the Tracy McGrady. I would have won me a championship. You don't think I would have won a championship? No, Tracy, and no, Kwame. You don't get to do that. So that's why I don't do that. I don't give a fuck. Whatever happened, happened. We don't cry over spilled milk. We build despite of. And that's what these guys should understand. The NBA was an opportunity. I won't have my life lockstep to basketball. I'm gonna build something bigger than basketball, to where you guys are not even gonna think about me as a basketball player. If it wasn't for me being this tall, you guys would stop even thinking about me as far as basketball with what I'm gonna finish building, because I'm a businessman now. And that's what, with that accomplishment as a black man, to me, that's just as important as making the #1 draft pick. There's so many guys that are broke, just holding a trophy up. Yeah, I won. Nobody give a shit. What I'm proud of is that despite all the drama, despite somebody trying to put their lack of manhood and lack of accomplishments onto me through trying to degrade or down me and my accomplishments and the history that I made and that I'm continuing to make. Despite all that, I'm mostly proud of the fact that I came out on the other side of it looking handsome as ever, looking young and still looking fine, and still can go out here and yeah. But and I'm the landlord. You know, I didn't, despite somebody stealing $22.5 million from me, I'm not out here begging for a job. I'm not out here. And I know some players that they messed up. And so I thank God I'm not one of them. And I pray to God he continue to keep blessing me. So I must have done something right to have favor in this world, to where despite everyone's so-called opinion of me, I still seem to be in the thick of things. So I'm appreciative and humbled by that. Basketball in our community only, is so trivialized, and like every day it's about whether a man can play basketball or not. Like that don't even make sense. Matt Carroll ain't worried about who care if he play basketball. Matt Carroll is probably on the beach or somewhere with his wife and making investments and making more money to grow wealth with his family. They're not thinking about no motherfucking basketball. Quick question, KB. If you could have gone back to that draft in 2001, which team you think you would have fit good with? And if you can't remember, New Jersey, Jason Kidd. They run and gun type of team. They had a running gun type of mentality. I was fast as hell. I was stronger than I looked. And with a little development, it would have been crazy. Yeah, it would have been crazy. But no, I'm not crying over spilled milk. This was an opportunity. I've always had the mentality that I was see, this is the thing though. The difference between me and other people, hello? Yeah, so my whole thing was I'm not like these other basketball players. I come from a family of dudes that was in the streets, and I just wanted to get the hell away from the streets. I didn't want to go to prison. So I fought like hell so I could be able to go to college. So I didn't have to be a tall nigga in prison calling my mama like my other brothers. I saw the example of what they were doing, and I said, I got to do something to get the fuck out of here. So my first love was football. Got too tall, got hit. My mom said, you can't play football no more. So I said, well, basketball it is. And I went full bore ahead. So I didn't have weekends with the guys. I was weekends on a bus to Atlanta, playing on the same team with Josh Smith. When I got there, he had to go on the bench and I started. And so that caused a rift between me and Josh. But I didn't care. At that time, nigga, I'm fighting not to go to prison. All my brothers are going to prison that's older than me, and I didn't want to go. So, nigga, I'm hooping. And so they tell the story as if, oh, he just played basketball because he wanted money. I'm playing anything to get me to college. I wanted to go to college at first. And then I said, why the fuck would I go to college? I'll learn everything on the back end and use this money just like a college student should. So I'm trying to get up out the fucking hood. So when I hear niggas talk these hood stories, I just be like, y'all some stupid motherfuckers. Because if you really knew what was going on in the hood, you'd do everything in your power to get out the hood. So I don't really look at myself as no basketball player. I'm a nigga that grew up in the hood that just wanted to escape the hood, that used basketball as a vehicle. So I don't get it when you laugh at me and call me a basketball player when, nigga, I do everything. I got a dump trailer. I do trucking. I do houses. I do shit. Me and my nephew doing trash now. We doing all kind of shit. So, nigga, I'm not just no basketball player. And I find it kind of offensive that you niggas only want to be labeled as basketball players. I'm a businessman and I'm the landlord. And so I don't give a fuck about what somebody think I did 20, 15 years ago. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm a grown man. And a lot of you players got to start thinking along these lines. Use the game. Don't let the game use you. You niggas want to be basketball players so bad that that's all you think about in your entire life. I never just thought about basketball. Basketball is a small, minute part of my life. And I've been talking about that my entire life, that I'm just using this game. This is just a game I'm good at. This is just a game I found pleasure working at, and I got paid a lot of money for it. But I'm not one of these guys that I elevate my status in the real world because I played basketball. That is stupid. You niggas ain't shit when it comes to the grand scheme of things. And somebody ought to tell you that. You know, y'all ain't in no meetings with no commissioners. I just shook hands with the mayor the other day. Hey, call my phone. I need to talk to you. You know, I'm moving and shaking with the people in real life that make real life decisions. Nobody don't give a shit about no basketball player in real life. The only time they care about y'all is when they can use y'all for a photo op. And that's it. And if that's how you want to be taken as a joke for a photo op, then cool. Everybody want to be next to a basketball player. Come smile, dummy. But that's it. That's all they look at you as. I get better calls than you. They ask me, hey, do you have any houses for some single mothers? No, not right now. I ain't doing that right now. Hey, do you want to invest in this? Hey, you know, they got $5 million of some money going somewhere else that's supposed to be allocated to a certain part of the city. They don't be wanting me to find that type of shit out because then I'll come up here and I'll tell y'all. So then I'll keep it hush for right now. But niggas like me hang in the balance because I never left the hood. I left far enough out just so you niggas can't fuck around with me too tough. But I'm still in tune with what's going on. And a lot of shit, it ain't got nothing to do with no hood shit. Because I know hood motherfuckers ain't going to understand how you change shit. And how you change shit is to be at them commissioner meetings. Niggas' brains so slow. Man, them white folks got all the money. They keep getting the money that come in the city for us. I say, that's your fault. Man, you always taking up for them white people. I said, no, nigga, I'm calling you out. Because they just had a commissioners meeting on Monday and you wasn't there. They got a whole Facebook. They put it in the newspaper, but they got a whole Facebook page that's dedicated in every city for when they have those meetings scheduled and what they're voting on and what they're doing. And we are so underrepresented, it's crazy. And that's why when the money come into the city, it flows out to everybody else because they go to the meetings. And if it ain't nobody to contest what it is that they asking for, then guess what? They get what they asking for. It's just as simple as that. We don't even show up. So everything they asking for, they get. Faceless friends without a chair. This nigga crazy. So yeah, man, I don't look at myself as no basketball player because when I was just a basketball player, I ain't know jack shit. So I don't want to be in a category with no niggas that don't know jack shit. All them niggas know is I got money, I'm finna give it to some hoes. I got money, I'm finna make a baby. I got money, I'm finna buy some jewelry and cars. Them niggas don't know nothing. And guess what? I was in that mode too, where I didn't know nothing. I just had a bunch of money and I had a bunch of women and I had a bunch of clubs that I was going to. And it's just a cycle of dumb shit. And I got out of that cycle of dumb shit and it was just like, woo, voila. I'm a bad motherfucker. Why am I taking my money over here for $2,000-$3,000 to sit on the back of a stank, dirty couch for overpriced liquor for these hoochie mamas? No. You just contradicted yourself. Why? How did I contradict myself? It usually don't happen that quick, but it happens. Tell me how. I'm waiting. Another faceless dummy. You know what? I ain't even gonna waste my time. I might just block them because it always be the people with no face that got the most opinions. This is what I mean. This is what happens in your cities. It be the people on Facebook acting pro-black and acting so smart and acting like they know everything, and they do not show up for nothing. They have never been to a commissioner's meeting. They have never articulated what they want in their city, what they want around their neighborhoods in a respectful, peaceful way, in a form where people can understand you. Only thing they want to do is go to the middle of the street and yell and shout and run their fucking mouth. And that's what white people want you to do. Hell, they pay certain niggas to organize you other ones to go out in the middle of the street and yell. It's somebody getting paid to orchestrate you to go in the middle of the street to yell and run your mouth the way you do. That's not the way you're going to solve nothing. You solve it through this pen. You don't say shit. You just do this. When every meeting that comes up, you show up. You sign up to those Facebook pages that got your city council meetings, your commissioner meetings, and all the stuff that you need. You sign up to those Facebook pages and not just the twerks pages, not just some Chris Brown fucking dance. The invention of TikTok set niggas back 30 years because now all we do is dance. That's all we do. But we talk pro-black, but show up to no meetings. How can you get mad at your county commissioner that's black that don't do nothing for you when you don't show? How can you get mad at your black mayor that don't do nothing for you when you don't show? You don't donate. You don't do nothing but shout and run your mouth. And not all, but that's how you get people to change. You show up, you donate, you support them, they support you. That's how it works. There's not one politician gonna do a goddamn thing for you if you don't show up and you don't support them. It's not gonna happen. They're going to go to the people that take them to dinners, that support their campaign, that's present for them. They're going to be present for them. A lot of you want something for nothing, and that's not politics. That's not the way it works. Now, if you smart, the group of people that you got on Facebook that you yelling and running your mouth with, bring them down to the meetings with you. Bring them down to the city hall with you and bring them down to them commissioner meeting. If you could put together 500, 1,000 people, 2,000 people to come down there and actually articulate what you want, talk, and vote on it locally, oh boy, they'll be scared of you then. They're not worried about no motherfucker that's yelling, making that noise in the middle of the goddamn street. You stupid to them. Because that's not the way they do it. While you yelling, they are asking a mayor for a lunch. And they bringing 15 white people around the mayor, and they're making him have a conversation. Yeah, they're having conversations with the people that you supposed to be having conversations with. I'm just saying. But we here, let's have the basketball conversation, because that's the only thing important in niggas' lives is basketball. So let me put my Boondocks voice on and let's just talk about basketball. You basketball playing jigaboo. So let me just talk about what I'm supposed to talk about, basketball.
Made are not being magnified now.
Right.
You know, you're not on TV because Jordan is there.
Right.
So you're probably going to a worse team. You know, Jordan, when he came to Wizards, we was bad, but we had a TV time.
Right.
You know,
You still had Jordan, and then with Jordan, there's expectations.
Exactly. And so if he went to another team, you know, he'd have been, you know, it'd have been a lot different. You know, he would have been able to make those mistakes as an 18-year-old kid, and he'd be able to grow and learn, you know, instead of
at his pace. Because everything, when you play with a historically transcendent great player, everything gets sped up. There ain't no learning.
None.
You got, hey, go. I ain't never driven before.
Right.
Drive.
Right. Yeah. And that's how it was, you know. And so he gets Kwame, he was.
This is why my channel dead. Would you hear? No, never. Not with you here, baby. As long as we got you here.
Man, that was the right pick. He was a bad dude.
Also on that team was Charles Oakley. Now Oak,
yeah.
Now he's hey, Oak is no nonsense. He ain't gonna take no mess.
Right.
Do what you're supposed to do. He old school. What was it like playing with Oak?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. First of all, I walked around, thought I had security every time I went. So I wasn't really tripping off, nothing. But what Oak was really good at, he was a chef.
Yeah.
And so we would go to, you know,
he loved to cook.
Yeah, he would cook for us like 2 times a week. He's throw down, like the best of them. But you know, Oak taught me a lot too. Like I said, just
Man, after Oak finished cussing your ass out, that nigga gonna cook some of the best food you ever tasted. He gonna cuss your ass out if you at some point if you fucking up or whatever. Even if you don't, he just like to cuss. Even if you don't think you fucking up, he gonna cuss you out. He might even laugh, but he gonna cook some. Man, he cook everything he cook is good. I don't know how in the hell he learned how to cook like that. Well, probably from that had to be a woman that taught him how to cook like that. I don't know if his mother or his grandmother or whoever taught him how to cook like that. But that joker can cook for real. I don't know why. I thought he had a cooking show about to come on or about to come out. He might do, but that joker can cook. If he don't have a cooking show, he need one.
being on time, being a pro, putting in the work, how he saw the game, because he could really pass. Like, you know, just seeing the game, different reads, you know. And so he really was a mentor, like I said, to Kwame and our younger guys. We had a young team. Heidi White, Eton Thomas, like those bigs, like Brendan Haywood, like those guys looked up to Oak, and he really showed them a lot as well. And just, you know, bringing that professionalism as being a, you know, older vet, he was really good for us.
NBC got the NBA pack, got a part of the NBA package back. One of their contributors, analysts, is going to be Michael Jordan. What type of analyst? I can just imagine the first time he criticized somebody. They are going. I wonder if they're going to say he don't know what he's talking about. What did he? Because they say that about everybody else. They say that about everybody else. Well, he wasn't that good. He wasn't that good. So I wonder if Jordan ever says he didn't play well, somebody didn't play well. What will that guy say?
I think they'll take it, but I don't think it's more so to be critical or critique. I think it's more so to be around the game.
Right.
Like we need them.
Right.
Like we miss them.
Right.
You know, and so, you know, we bought the team, you know, you go play there once a year or twice, you see them sometimes.
Right.
But like, I think we need him around the game.
Right.
You know, and so for our younger guys to be able to see him and see who he is and, you know, what he's done for this league and, you know, be around the greatest, like.
How they pull that off? NBC, I'm trying to figure out how they pull that off, because he's a guy like, you know, he likes to be,
Whoa, beautiful one gifted 50 Kwame Brown Bus Life memberships. Salute to you, beautiful one. I appreciate you. If that nigga fuck up, I'm taking out the trash. Oak downstairs. Well, shit, let's go down there. Let's get a shot together, dog. But nah, I don't drink. Not yet, at least. I don't know when I'm gonna drink, but still no drinking. Slow the motherfucking chat down. Slow the chat down. The chat going fast. That's all right. I'm about to end this in not too long anyway. But we need MJ around the game and the old school guys like that, because they're not company men and they're not gonna have that filter. They're gonna talk real about the game, and they're gonna talk about how soft the game is. They're gonna talk about how the game is not as masculine or as aggressive as it used to be, to where you promoted defense. You don't take away from the defensive guy to make a better offensive guy. And that's what I think they did in our game. They took away to where a defender can impose his will on a guy. We can't impose our will on a guy. It looks like we're being violent. It looks like the way that brother Stewart is playing in Detroit, without the punches that he throw every now and again. That's how everybody played back in the day. He wouldn't have been the only one throwing bowls and flipping around like that. Everybody was playing like that. When I came into the league, boy, you better strap your hard hat on, because Dale Davis, the Davis boys are coming at you. Man, we had that dude Grant from Portland, strong as an ox with them dreads. Man, it was just every night you had somebody that was coming at you for real. Every single night, just nothing but just monsters you had to face at power forward. But hey, now it's not so much. How can I get gifted? I don't know. I don't know. Damn, she did another one? Wait a minute. It's say 2 of them up here. Oh, Lord. You trying to get flagged again at 243 and at damn 240. Oh. 50 Kwame Brown Bus Life memberships. Salute. She is gifts. Hey, she married and she got a nigga that own goddamn standing there waiting to goddamn, hey, is he? I need a rich wife like beautiful one. She already taken. Big 3 difference still touching the ticket there. Jordan came in and put fam. Wow, mad generous. I'm telling you, every time she do that, she put her channel at risk and everything. Cause she got haters just like I got haters, boy. But listen, I think this is a good time to wrap this up, because I didn't know I was on here this long. I was just running my mouth. But shout out to T. Lou, man. Because he could have easily had a viral moment, you know. T. Lou always been a real dude. He could have easily had a viral moment. If he would have said something bad, it would have gave way more clicks to himself in that interview, way more clicks to Shannon Sharp. They're used to hearing something negative about me. They've been conditioned to hear it. So shout out to T. Lou for being a real one and then not just, you know, doing it for the clicks and just giving his honest opinion. He said, look, if you can't deal with MJ, shit, you just ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And some of that is true. I agree with it. Your ass better be at that Breakfast Club. You had to learn how to work, and there's a learning curve. With anything new, there's a learning curve. But when you bring the media involved and try to make the NBA players and the media have a day-by-day journalistic lifestyle, you can't do that. You have to allow guys to get drafted, get behind the scenes, get with the veterans. They have to mold this guy that is a college player or a whatever player he's from, this rookie, into a NBA player. There's not a lot of players that come into the NBA unless they've been playing that style of play the entire time. Mostly guards can do that. But if a big man went to college and he's been playing big man style of basketball the whole time, like Tim Duncan, he can step in and probably play a NBA style game. That's why I like the kid from Memphis, the big fellow from Memphis. He's played a big man style of play his entire life in college and all that. Proven winner, double guy. So I can't wait for us to get back to throwing the ball in the post and seeing some how basketball was played at the park. Nobody don't just run around and shoot threes at the park. And if they did, that's probably why the parks are empty. You made me choke on my smoke when you use your boondock boy. Oh, you behind. But yeah, man, I got to get up out of here. I got to get some real life business done. I think I did a couple of hours. I did 3 hours and 34 minutes. When I come back, we'll jump on my other live. But I got to get some stuff done real quick. But I appreciate y'all. Definitely salute to everybody who super chatted. Beautiful one. I definitely appreciate you. Those memberships help grow this channel, keep it popping, keep it alive, keep it in the algorithm. It's hard for them to cancel somebody like that. That's why they keep trying to flag this channel all the way down, because I got real life supporters that mess with me in real life though, and they don't. So salute to y'all. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.